The 72 Entertainment Group Podcast Network presents.
I feel it stuff.
Look, just whatever. This is how we
Joined us in progress.
You know what I mean? Really. Y'all over here messing around and then no shame over here talking about some toes and stuff. Being ridiculous. All right. It is time for the Always Into Something podcast. I am here in the Leo Pope Studios in beautiful Henderson, Nevada. This is M&B. And I'm here with the squad, or as No Shame would say, the squid eye. We got
Oxman.
That's right. We got the Oxman in here. So, roll call. I'm M&B. And next,
You know, it's Ahmad the God coming from Inglewood, always up to no good. Hey, I'm just been out here relaxing, hopefully inspiring the God in us all.
Boom.
nice. That's nice. All right, up next, we got M. Parks.
What up, though? I'm Parks here, coming to you live and direct from my apartment in the garage.
Hey, now I could dig that. I could dig it.
I didn't know you were finished. Okay. All right, last but not least.
It was a non-verbal ellipses that I just put out there in the world on the punctuation side of the game.
Hey.
You on me, but this man just introduced himself as being always into something.
Yeah,
Did I just do that?
No. I'm sorry. Not always. Inglewood up to no good. How come you didn't ridicule him? Up to no good? How is that helping our people progress as a society?
Oh my God! Here we go. Let's go.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody.
Yes, it's time for the Battle Royale. Yes, about time. But last but not least.
Hey! Being no good is a perception. It's a perception. So
Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good?
it depends on your perception. That's why I said it's a
You
perception.
know what? You are no shame, but you have no shame.
Oh, yeah.
Well, last but not least.
There's no other way.
There's
There's no other way. Cracking. That's Samurai, the last disciple, is your boy Shane doing it.
All right. So it's been a minute since we last did the show. Been a little hiatus, scheduling conflicts and whatnot and all that good stuff. But we are back. What's been going on? It's been a lot of stuff going on, but what's been going on with you guys individually? I want to know, because I'm nosy like that. What y'all been up to since we last did the show?
Honestly, you know what No Shane's been doing? Absolutely nothing, man. Nothing. Besides just trying to get my son on this reading thing. Working on those sight words and stuff like that.
All right.
Painting and, you know how it is, man. When you send your kids to school, you got to be like, yo, homie, don't be acting like you don't know how to read and sound things out. Get it together, because you know how they be thinking about us. So I'll be on this head tough, but he actually, there's definitely, he got it. He'll be fine. I'm just hard on him.
I was hard on him, man.
Yeah.
I was hard on him.
Full-time dad.
I was hard on him. I mean, I was hard on him.
A little South Central. South Central.
On his black gums.
OG Bobby Johnson. All right. So, in Parks, what you been up to?
Did an author talk. That was cool. Nice little 40-minute author talk on Zoom. Still addressing the shenanigans about racial injustices and all of those things that happen on Facebook. And I even wrote out a rubric for a guy because he had the traditional talking points. So I'll go ahead and give you a nice little rubric so that when you try to address me and answer my questions, I can tell you what your point tally is going to be prior to you even pushing send. Been real interesting. Other than that, man, just trying to stay out the way. My son is still being as creative as possible, and
Dope.
yeah. So we good.
Oh, man. That's debate weapons right there.
That's what's up. Ahmad God, what about you?
Yo, man, I just been taking it one day at a time, trying to keep myself busy. Got a little bit more creative, and started learning some more things online, and downloaded some new software, and trying to keep my mind active, and exercising and hiking and
You
going
sound like a
fishing.
senior citizen.
Yo, man, I did everything but go on a cruise, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just been like, I just been chilling, man. Just observing everything, socially, seeing how the world is adjusting and adapting to it all, and just taking it one day at a time, soaking everything in, and not trying to get too involved in the hype, because especially online, it's a lot of different opinions about the same subjects, and it's hard for some people not to get caught up in the back talk, because we don't really know exactly what's true until everything unfolds. People like to panic, months prior, and then find out the information wasn't even true.
Yep.
So anyhow, yeah, man, I just been balancing life, man. I think balance is the key, man. Just trying to stay balanced with it all, so I don't just, let the whole new thing overcome me.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
We shall overcome.
Oh Lord,
Oh, God.
Wow, you doing your thing. That's ill.
what's going on in Vegas, man?
Yeah, what's happening out there? Now that we have a live studio audience, tell us more.
Nigga, it's hot. Now we can move on.
112 degrees at night
Yeah, much
in the rain.
just like Ahmad the God, I too, enrolled in DeVry, and I'm exploring my creative
Oh
side.
shit!
What you gonna do? Some like gun cleaning, or
No,
Right, technical institution.
you gonna be a certified nurse's assistant?
Hey,
Wow,
that is an adequate profession, homeboy.
that is an adequate profession.
You'll be ready.
Man, I've been thinking about making a transition. I don't think I'm doing my part enough.
No,
Rolling Everest.
It's been
You're sitting at home on the couch all day anyway.
Try to teach your son sight words. Enroll him
Why
in
don't
Everest.
you do something that's going to change your life?
Enroll your son in Everest, man. You ready?
So what's going on with DeVry?
No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I ain't going to no damn DeVry.
Oh Lord, the whole thing was a hoax.
Exactly. You see? Yeah. And
Shay, I proved my point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So no, I just been chilling, man. I've been doing my thing. I've been trying to get some inspiration. It's been tough, man. It's not that I'm feeling down or anything. It's just I don't know if it's the heat, because it is hot out in Vegas. But I've been here for 20 years. I should be used to it by now. But you just cannot get used to getting in your car and touching the steering wheel and burning your hand. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. So
Get you some Alcatara.
so I just been hanging out, working, drinking, doing a little of everything, a lot of nothing, pretty much. I'm not gonna lie. I needed a little bit of a mental. Okay, and
Hey, somebody pick up that fucking phone, man. What's up?
Hey, I'm not here.
It's the Census Bureau.
you know what? This is the first time
It's
I
the
forgot I had a
Census
house
Bureau.
phone, and it's the first time this rang in about 3 months. So of course, in the middle of the show, just tell them I'm not here. But yeah, so anyway, a lot has been going on, and you know what I'm going to talk about, because we're going to get into it later, but I wanted to go just kind of air it out. So this is one of my thoughts on that hip hop bracket, right? So we're going to talk about on the show, and we'll figure it out. So my thoughts were,
break the whole scenario down for the new listeners.
Okay, so we're going to pick our top 4 artists. Okay, not 5. It's going to be top 4. Each one of us, because we had an issue about how you're going to determine who's going to win, and blah 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 blah. So each one of us will take a bracket, and we're going to have our top 4. Those top 4s, we're going to battle it out. And the people that are going to judge is going to be the remaining 3. So if it's my bracket, you guys pick who's going to come out on top. And you got to be honest with him. I mean, he can't be like, oh, well, first of all, I'm not going to have no whack rappers in there like Riff Raff or somebody. But You got to.
They're gonna have concerts at DeVry University.
But anyway,
all good.
so basically, you pick my final. Then whoever wins, we leave that part. I'm still a little bit up in the air with, but we are picking our teams today, our squad.
I have an idea.
Go for it.
When we pick these top 4, we need to base it on something. Like basically, why are you picking this particular individual? And it might help with the voting, because if the individual you pick doesn't meet whatever standards we set, it might affect the voting a little bit.
See, now
or are we just
Now we're just changing the game now, because now we're doing something and we're adding these little caveats here. It's going to be this. You got to be so. It's like
we can agree on what makes what I'm sure we might have different opinions, but I think for the most part we might be able to agree on what makes someone a great hip hop artist.
Okay, so I was looking through this, right? I was looking it up. I was trying to find a end all be all list of top hip hop artists, and none of them are consistent. Like I saw some that had Tupac number 1. I had a couple of them had Tupac number 1. A couple of them had.
I
think Tupac's number 2. Go ahead.
No,
Tupac didn't even make Billboard.
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't even in the Billboard. And then you had somebody that put in, who was it? They had like the RZA and the GZA. Okay, that's all right. And then you had.
You ain't gotta say it like that, dog.
No, I like the RZA. I like the RZA.
I'm just giving you shit, but you know what I'm saying? Your enthusiasm was kind of like at a 4.
I'm not a big Wu-Tang Clan fan, but I grew to appreciate the music.
There's no bass when you announce it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You just got to get your chakras right, homeboy. It's supposed to be effortless.
What?
Wu-Tang, yeah.
The delivery, man. The delivery. He just delivered the giorno, man.
We're talking like the chef. You don't understand half of it, but it sound fly.
7-Eleven pizza.
Okay. I mean, there was somebody that had LL Cool J at number 50, but
what?
Yeah. It was ridiculous. Dr. Dre.
Despicable.
Number 8.
That's because they letting these millennials do these lists.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm looking at it, and I was just like, okay,
these some grown men in there doing these lists.
That is garbage. Can you pull up a list for me, please? Joining me in the Leo Pope Studios, I have Halima here. Hopefully you're going to be helping me out with another podcast on the 72 Entertainment Group Podcasting Network. The top hip hop artists
called Twinkle Toes.
Okay, man, showing toes, man. Y'all need to relax. Just need to calm down and just relax.
What is going on?
You know it's crazy, man. Man, they used to grind my ass about that shit when we used to play football in high school. They used to call me Twinkle Toes.
Man, you used to do.
Okay, Al Bundy, tell us all about the touchdowns too.
4 touchdowns in the Tecmo Bowl game.
I wish.
That's last year. Oh, this okay.
I did have twinkling toes though.
Okay, so this is 2019. Let's just go. This is kind of be a segue into it. I wanted to talk about it later, but that's fine.
2019.
All right. So the top Billboard, Post Malone. Is this Khalid? And then Drake, Little Nas X. Who is that?
Little Nas X.
Dude, he did that country song, man. And that's all that matters.
I'm gonna take my horse to the.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what they call it.
Travis
You're gonna
Scott
ride to the Kingdom Ball.
And I ain't knocking him. That's actually brilliant.
Now,
he liked the country song. He wanted to make one, and he made one, and it made him successful.
Okay, so
they actually switched that over to the country charts.
Oh, they did?
They tried to reject it at first.
Yeah, they switched it over to the country charts, and that's kind of what helped him propel that single.
And then Billy Ray Cyrus jumping on there.
Yeah.
If he ain't seen all that money he's making, he's like, I gotta get in on this.
Yeah, he made a lot of money. He bought him a brand new car.
Was it a Maserati or something like that?
I think he bought him a brand new Maserati for that song.
Listen, if I ever come in $1 million, you know what I'm gonna get me? I'm gonna go ahead and go to the Toyota dealer and give me one of them decent Toyota
Corolla.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's when that liquid IPA get to running around taste buds.
Boy, talking in cursive.
You didn't know that, did you? You just called me no shame for nothing, boy. Ugh.
Oh, this is of all time. Okay, all right.
Go ahead,
so this
Martin,
is now we do. No, you good. This is what we do. This is of all time. Now, this is Billboard. We don't have to base it off of this. So Billboard has number 1, Notorious B.I.G. Number 2.
What song though?
No,
just in general.
Just in general.
What we
top
doing?
artists.
Oh, okay.
Jay-Z is number 2. Okay. Eminem is number 3. Rakim is number 4. Nas is number 5. Andre 3000 is number 6. Lauryn Hill is number 7.
Disrespectful, man.
Ghostface Killer is number 8.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar is number 9. And Lil Wayne is number 10.
Are this like based off of a decade or a time frame, or just all time?
Sounds like lyricist, period. Not necessarily the best rapper, but lyricist.
Oh, okay. So we're going off of lyricism.
That's what it sounds like.
It's a heavy East Coast bias on that to me.
I don't necessarily think it is necessarily East Coast. I think that category was more like lyrical and creative.
That was an all-time
rhyme
list
spitters. More lyrical than based on
Lyrical Miracle Group.
Just lyricists. The whole list is lyricists. Lauryn Hill, she got flows, man. But
Tupac has to be in there. Okay,
but he wasn't as lyrical as the others.
He was lyrical though.
Well, that's the lyrical list.
Yeah, if that's a lyrical list, he's not going to be on there. In terms of song making and his artistry, I mean, I won't tell you where he is with me because I'm picking second. But I think that Pac is probably the second best. So whoever's got first shouldn't pick him.
Okay, so that I just wanted to get that out there to start off because I was seeing a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, all right,
I'll be right back, big dog.
Okay.
2-1.
All right, what do you think? He about to go get some powder on his feet.
You gonna talk about him when he leave like that?
Hey, man,
I'm never leaving.
That's my brother, man. Anyway,
You saying his feet sweaty and he need powder? Or what?
No, speaking of man, no, I'm over here with this bourbon. I'm getting a little tipsy and a little sweaty.
Bourbon starting to talk.
You know what I mean? But anyway, we got this Mike Tyson and Roy Jones thing. I know, Ahmad God, you wanted to talk about this, and I was opposed to it when we talked about it when they were saying Holyfield was going to be doing an exhibition.
I have new information.
You got new information. Okay, let's jump into it.
I found out from a few sources, mostly like United Kingdom. I haven't found out from any American sources, so the source is questionable. However, I found it on several sources. But I found out that they made a rule that there cannot be any knockdowns. So no one can get knocked down. No one should be going for the knockdown. Knockdowns are not allowed.
Wait, knockdowns or knockouts?
Knockouts.
Okay.
Also, they have 10. They have 12-ounce gloves versus 10-ounce.
Okay.
Which I'm not sure if that's going to make a big difference, but that's actually what I read earlier. So that kind of changes the game a little bit.
That does change it a little bit. I mean, I'm not excited about seeing Mike Tyson or Roy Jones fight anymore.
Me too.
I have no desire. to see either one of them fight again. I don't care if they're fighting each other. I don't care if they're fighting Voltron. I don't care. I don't want to see them fight. They need to just chill out and do something
you're
else.
Right. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry, man. I was interrupted. Go ahead. Continue.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I just they're already old. Whatever.
It's dangerous, man.
Yeah, whatever deterioration that they have from their earlier careers and throwing, as far as boxing is concerned, your brain rattling around and your cranium moving, bruh. Dog, we appreciate you, man. You guys are goats. Man, shut that shit down, man. Kick back, have a drink, and chill. Post up. Like,
one more thing I have to add is that this fight is not going to be added to their professional records.
Then they don't need to do it.
I don't know what they're trying to prove. Maybe they just need the money. I don't know if they're bored. Now this kind of reminds me of an opportunity of like the Big Three, what Ice Cube did for older basketball players. I mean, I guess it's an opportunity there for older boxers, but it's a more brutal sport. They're not wearing headgear, is what I read. So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't. I think it's dangerous.
I think it's really dangerous because Roy Jones and Mike Tyson were pretty. They had their faculties about them. For the most part, they weren't punch drunk. They didn't end up sounding, you know how the boxers sound towards the end.
They don't have no Parkinson's or nothing like that.
That's kind of how Evander sounds now.
That's exactly why I was opposed to Evander.
So they're not speaking in cursive or in italics?
No.
Oh, man, you got to have the IPA on your tongue first.
You know what
I mean? Boxers like Holyfield can't show all their work when they talk.
No. Holyfield. What was it? Joe Frazier, before he passed away, rest in peace. They were. Holyfield now sounds awful, and not that he was
articulate guy.
Very articulate. Yeah, exactly, a very articulate guy before, but now it's like, what is going on? Now, Roy Jones, he was commentating for boxing for HBO.
Yeah, he was doing dope. I like
exactly. Why get back into the ring and sacrifice your health for what? Is it charity? Wait.
Right.
Who is
big payday?
Who is over there?
You don't feel like something's gonna happen to him.
All right, needed to stop all that moaning and groaning. What's going on right here?
What are you referring to? I don't know.
Yeah, somebody over here.
Yeah, there's a little commotion going on.
That might be your live studio audience.
Okay.
No. She ain't breathing that hard. If her mouth is breathing and it's reaching, that air is reaching the microphone, she need to get her ass up and go home right now.
Hey, I heard something, man. I don't know if somebody was like in a bear cave or what, but just like, what is that breathing?
So
what is that heavy breathing?
I'm just saying that I think that, like, Mike Tyson did an interview with Snoop Dogg on his if I can promote it right, I think it's GNN Network.
It's dope.
It was dope, and he's a spokesperson for a cannabis line and a product. Mike Tyson had a one-man show. He had a cartoon. He had multiple streams of revenue going through and coming through. And Roy Jones, I'm pretty sure HBO wasn't paying, he wasn't doing it for free. He was getting money to do that. And I know HBO, I think, is no longer in the boxing game right now. But
we got some kind of noise going on.
Yeah, that's what that was just throwing me off.
Young Park said his internet just went out on him.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm still here, bro.
Okay,
it did?
Yeah, okay, yeah, you good.
Yeah, it's on the phone. I had to swap it out.
Okay.
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 Oh, was that somebody texting, or we heard something?
I just heard the text swap. Anyway.
Well,
anyway,
I just text Parks back just saying, okay, cool. Let me put my shit on mute.
Yeah, please do. I mean, with this, we are a professional podcast. We need to act accordingly. Thank you,
man. This shit is real life, man. People ain't tripping off of that shit. I mean, come on now.
Look,
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Let me
you're
step
right.
my game up. Let me go
That's what
ahead
I'm
and
saying.
grease
No
my
shame.
soles, and you know what I'm saying. Pin back that baby hair.
Okay. All right, you got me there. Okay, so I was now. Were you saying that they Ahmad, they were talking about doing a league or some kind
No,
of
no, 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 no. Well, you know what? I did. I think I did hear that, but like I said, I don't know if it's credible. But I did hear something about Tyson or somebody else maybe starting like a senior boxing league, kind of like Ice Cube did the Big Three. I'm not sure if, like I said, if that's credible, but that's what I heard.
That's what they're going for. You're correct.
You know,
That's what they're going for.
but you know, I think because I listen to Tyson's podcast and I listen to him talk, and sometimes they talk about absolutely nothing, but I listen anyway. And I honestly think that you know Tyson's going through something emotionally, because there was times where he would just break down and cry. It was times he talked about suicide. Like I don't know what's going on here with him mentally, but I think he's trying to obviously fill a void by going back in the ring.
I think something happened with his daughter. His
Well, you
daughter
remember he
passed.
lost a daughter years
Yeah,
ago.
she passed away out here.
Uh,
Was she in the pool? Did she drown or?
Well,
No, it
I
was
remember
an
she had
exercise.
a treadmill accident, and
Treadmill
something
accident.
got caught around her
Oh, okay.
her neck, and
Yeah.
the nanny didn't get to her in time. She was in the exercise room by herself, I guess. That was years ago.
Yeah, but still, I mean that's still going to stay with you. I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think in this case, you want to see if you still have it. And Tyson's been boxing since he was a teenager. And then to retire after doing it for 20 years and being on top of the world. And then you take years off, and they know about training. It doesn't take him long to get back into shape. Now, me, I need to lose weight, but 3 months ain't going to make me look like him. And I look like him prior to the 3 months of training. But people have that itch to want to come back and see if they still have it. And it's not like he's taking on the new guys. He's just saying, hey, let's have an expedition. Now, the only issue with that is, in my opinion, he can't come back like Apollo Creed fighting Dragoff. If he dies, he dies. So you fight somebody that is known to get knocked out too. And then they have a no-cut clause where they stop the fight, as well as the you can't get knocked out.
So
no,
what
they're
is,
not
so
wear
what
headgear.
is this then?
It's just two older guys, getting in the gym and having a certified sparring contest in front of people to raise money for charity, get notoriety because they want fame. We talked about it earlier with folks where there's just fame. You want to have a piece of what you used to have to go back into yesteryear and show that you still have it. I'm probably the oldest one here at 42. I haven't got to that point where I want to go back and relive and do certain things, but at a certain point in time, we'll all get to the point where we might challenge ourselves to say, I want to lose weight or go back to running or do something that I used to do that was fun. Mm-hmm. That's why you have so many 73-year-old rappers now, because they want to go back and,
Did you say 73-year-old rappers?
Wow.
But
a hip hurt, a hip to the hurt. It is broke. It ain't joke.
But you know what? I agree with you on that though. Parts I could see it in that context because hold on,
they're getting more notoriety than the current boxers, and they've been retired for years. Their names are buzzing now.
I think that's
an
indictment
Wilder
on the boxing industry as a whole, because nobody cares about anybody but these big name boxers. Like, who's the up and coming boxer that's going on right now? I have no clue.
Wilder.
You don't have no clue.
Fury. He got knocked out.
You don't
have
no clue. How you prioritize the things in your life is different versus how it was years ago. That's
all the new wrestlers.
I do.
Is boxing your sport?
No.
So you find out about these people when they become famous enough to where it matters. So
I do enjoy boxing. I enjoy boxing more than UFC. I enjoy watching a good boxing match. I remember watching I can't think of the name, Kelly Pavlik, and I can't think of the opponent's name, But
Bernard Hopkins.
Bernard Hopkins, yes, but it was another. This boxer, he ended up getting in a motorcycle accident and was paralyzed. I can't think of his name, but anyway, that was a good. I mean, I liked like Sergio Martinez, like the middleweights. That was really good. Andre Ward, Manny Pacquiao for for a little bit was really 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 good. Julio Cesar Chavez, those Pernell Whitaker, Trinidad, all of those boxers. Oscar De La Hoya. It was the heavyweights. Back in the day when I was coming up, it was Mike Tyson, Holyfield, Riddick Bowe. It was a dude in England. I think his name was Bruno.
Frank Bruno.
Frank Bruno. He was okay. And then you had Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis was coming up. And then all of a sudden, all of those were gone. And then you had the Klitschko brothers that just dominated because there was no more heavyweights. And to me, the heavyweight division is what drives boxing. Even though
the knockouts.
It was the knockouts. Even though Floyd Mayweather was undefeated, his boxing was not very marketable. You couldn't watch it. It was him moving around other people, and he was not exciting to watch. Manny Pacquiao,
because he mastered the science of defense.
Yeah, I mean, and defense wins. We get that. I mean, and that's defense wins championships. That's an old cliche in sports. We get that. But as far as boxing goes, you want to be entertained. Now, the reason I like boxing is because and wrestling over UFC. Boxing, they're standing up, they're punching, they're going through. You might have a boring fight where it might be a lot of hugging and people kind of like clutching in and because they get hit with a shot and they grab the dick. That's cool. UFC, they're in some tight biker shorts most of the time, and that's it. And they're on the ground hugging for minutes long. Wrestling, they're wearing some Speedos or whatever, but it's a coordinated event. They got to get up. There might be a rest hold or two, but they're not sitting there for 5 minutes just to, make sure their dominance over the judges. A little different. I still enjoy the UFC.
So you don't like the horizontal part.
UFC would be better if it was like the old school wrestling we did in the basement, where you were over the top of the person dangling spit, and if it actually hit them, then that would be the equivalent of a count out.
Okay, see, now that's a little weird, but I never done that. I don't know anything about that. That sounds a little suspect.
Grotesque.
But,
you wrestle with your brother, man.
Hey. I remember. Yeah, we used to wrestle, and I remember No Shane's brother. Brother
Young Tread.
Young Tread wanted to go do the leg drop, the Hulk Hogan famous leg drop on me, and he sat on my head, gave me another concussion, and I was out. I was knocked out.
But wrestling ain't real.
No, wrestling. That's a whole other topic we could talk about.
It's set up to be like a non-lethal thing, but unfortunately, to some of the things that they have to do, you have to be physically you have to be able to endure it and to create that physical, I guess, spectacle. And it's the reason why they have to work out and lift weights. So you slamming it on the ground, you have time to recover, versus you not working out and stuff. You get slammed and your whole body shatter. It's done deal.
Now, I mean, Now, Ma, you remember when I used to watch? He used to come over to my house. We used to watch the pay-per-view and stuff like that. I know the Ma since third grade, so he knows I'm
Were
a
they
big
clear?
wrestling fan. Yeah, it was clear.
Was it like crystal clear?
Hey, dude.
Of course,
You can see everything on the screen.
of course it
Everything.
was.
Don't of course, because we was watching it where it was jumboed and you got to see like the leg drop to turn into a clothesline right there. So
No,
we were sneaking.
No, I was ordering. No. My mom, we had wrestling
Well, she
parties.
nice.
Yes, it was nice. I was spoiled as a kid. Yes, we get it. Yes.
Hey, it was cool sleeping at his house too because you can go eat good, you can go chill.
Hey, we reaping all the benefits,
Yeah.
all the food, all the snacks,
Hey,
all the games.
Hey,
That's all you needed, baby.
Just dropped a new album. You like, damn, I ain't got money to hear it. He like, oh, I got it. I got so and so's album too. You like, oh,
I already got it.
like it's different, man. I
Must
mean,
be
but
nice.
one thing I can say, Marlon,
Who?
AMB never, he never let that shit go to his head. He knew he was a fly nigga, but sometimes he forget. But he knew he was a fly nigga, but he never let his just how his mom spoiled him and stuff. He always it was like nothing to him. He shared it. Like it wasn't like, oh, look what I got. It was just like, hey man, roll through. Come kick it.
So he was a child Robin Hood, or
No.
No, man. He's just one of those individuals that didn't let it get to his head.
No, man. I mean,
he didn't let it control him, man. He's like, it was just all love, man. You normally when you deal with like kids like that are spoiled and they get a lot of things that they want, they never understand the value of the simplistic things, and he understood those things, and he also cherished those things. Even he had things that didn't have the caliber of the simplicity of the things he cherished.
You know what?
And that's what's so dope about him.
And you know what? It's funny you say that because I was just at my mom's house yesterday, and we were talking about it, and she was like, I never had a $400 watch that she bought me when I was in eighth grade, and I was like, and I still have the watch because I cherish that stuff.
Yeah,
because that's
he still got all that stuff.
Exactly, because I mean I know
hoarder.
I know what she went through to be able to afford that stuff for me, and not just me. My sister has benefited immensely.
Yeah, she
from
too.
That. Yeah, my sister has benefited immensely from my mom's generosity and her hard work, and that's where I got it from. It was nothing to me, but we really veered off topic severely. I have no idea how we got here, but
it's okay.
It's all good. It happens, and I appreciate you because you know what. And I mean, just if I'm going to accept that type of praise, and which I appreciate from No Shame and Ahmad.
Yeah, Marlon was also afraid of his mom, and his mom.
Oh,
she didn't play that shit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Cutthroat.
So that kind of had a lot to do with it too.
Oh, yeah.
That made it a lot easier.
That was the thing. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like I said, I know the mom since third grade,
and my mom is the exact same way.
Yes, she is.
A lot of times, parents will provide for you. Good parents will provide for you so that you don't have to go out looking for that from someone else.
Exactly.
And if your parents don't have it, they may be around someone who they're smart enough to say this is a trustworthy individual where they can go over there and have a good time, because the alternative is going somewhere else where you might. And y'all grew up in that LA area. Where there are a lot of influences outside of the home that could lead you to gangs and other adventures that might land you in the county, et cetera, et cetera. So I commend moms for doing that, and y'all mothers for trusting in his mother to do all that. But we're going to say the rest of this for the MMB biopic. on the 72 Entertainment Group.
Man,
the
autobiography.
Come over here and
The autobiography.
do a
MMP.
Vlad TV interview.
Seriously though. But look, to be able to do all of this, this is definitely a highlight of my day, my week, when I'm able to sit here and talk, because we're all brothers, and it's really fun, and able to share it with. We got a special guest here today, so it's really cool, and I really appreciate that. Okay, I don't like that evil laugh. I don't like that evil laugh.
That's not evil. That's suggestive. That's suggestive. That's not evil.
So now I wanted to go into.
That's evil.
We talked about it offline before we started and before Ahmad the Guy got on. Now, Ahmad the Guy wanted to talk about Nick Cannon and what was going on with his situation.
Hey, man, explain this shit to me, man.
Please explain it.
Please explain.
Talk
What's
to
up
me,
with this
baby.
nigga, man? What's going on with Cannon?
Nick Cannon, he's been very vocal lately. He's been at he's been at the rallies. He's been protesting. He's been more vocal lately about his views and opinions on the Black Lives Matter movement and everything else that's going on. So, in the middle of all that, he made a comment, and the comment basically was saying that everybody knows Jews run. Basically what he said is everyone knows that Jews run pretty much everything as far as like Hollywood, the media is concerned. And he said that everybody knows that Jews run that. And they basically got offended by that comment. And that's where all the backlash came from. Of course, people were having different opinions saying, he's right. Obviously, some people were saying it was anti-Semitic. And some people were saying he should apologize. Some people were saying he shouldn't. But you know what? When it was all said and done, he did apologize several times with some long tweets and some Instagram messages, basically clarifying himself. He never actually apologized for what he said, but he apologized how it made people feel.
All right, then that's appropriate, because you can't. Look, not to cut you off, but one thing people need to understand: this is why America is America. You have to give that person the ability to have that speech, to say how they want to say it and how they need to say it. Because without that, America ain't shit. This is why I kick it here. This is why I pay fucking bullshit ass taxes that don't mean shit. We ain't putting it in education, but for that, I could say, you know what? Your motherfucking breath smell like doo-doo.
Right.
I'm done.
If we put it into education, would the things that Nick Cannon have already been taught, so they wouldn't have been so rough on the listener? Or would it have taught him how to say it better, so they wouldn't have been as offensive?
No. See, the thing is that
what was so offensive about it, though? What was so offensive?
It's offensive to the Jewish community.
Right.
How?
Because it's almost like you're accusing them of something, like, oh, Hollywood's fucked up because the Jews run it.
And it's, you know what? Okay, and if anyone have that perception, they need to check themselves, because.
But here we are talking about it, and even on this, could we eventually face issues with employment if someone hears this, because we're talking about it and we're not completely saying he was wrong, he should apologize another time and apologize for this, and this to make it more wholeheartedly. See, anyone caught up in the commotion of something that could be offensive to a particular group of people, whether it's Jewish or Muslim or blacks or whites, automatically gets some sort of label posted on them about what they say. If I'm here and I don't say anything to you all about it, am I going along with it? So
right,
and so
right. People are so quick to put you in a category.
Exactly, and I hate that.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how long you've been around, how long you've been famous. The cancel culture is a hell of a culture, and that culture strikes every day. And they listen with wicked detail, and they're looking for pretty much any reason to cancel you. So,
see that word wicked. See that word wicked could be an issue. They listen with detail, but immense, wicked. Every word,
okay, all right, you're right.
Every word has the meaning that could be taken in a manner that could be offensive to someone else.
Right. Well, maybe it's not wicked. Maybe it's more so they're just ready to cancel you.
And I see that, but at the same time, people need to understand. All right, he said what he said, and he did apologize, not for what he said, but for how it affected the people, because what he said is how that's his opinion. That belongs to him. Now, you don't have to like it. You don't have to serve it for dinner to your family. And people really need to get over that shit. You see, because the mentality of a lot of people, they were like, oh, I want to hear how you think. They want to hear how you think to see if it's like theirs, and if it's not like theirs, they want to persecute you on that.
Right.
But fuck that, because the difference of America.
So if it happens to black folks, are we entitled to be to feel disrespected? How do we handle it? Because when you're talking about his comments to the Jewish community, if we're not Jewish, it doesn't hit us as hard. And then with us being black as well, do we side with him because we're black, and does he represent what we're thinking?
No.
But if someone outside of the black culture or community says something about us, do we extend the same olive branches? Do we let them off the way? You know what I mean? It's complex. I don't know the answer to this. I'm just asking questions because, and I don't want to say playing devil's advocate, but just providing a counterpoint to what you're saying, because I know even in the endeavors that I've been having on Facebook, I want to hear what you had to say, but I might pull you to an area where you can say something that I would really agree with, but I'm also possibly setting a trap to see where you really stand in the situation as well.
And you know what? And I'm glad you said that.
Yeah,
and this is the perspective that I'm coming from. I'm coming from the perspective, and this is me. This is me. This is how I feel. I feel that you have the right to say what you want to say. Now, there are consequences to the things that you say, but this is what makes America America. And then I've had people say horrendous things to me, and then I wanted to like fucking rip their heads off and skull bash, all that shit. But I have to step back and I have to be like, yo.
But someone gave them the freedom of speech.
Yeah, and
you honor it. But was that the right gift?
That's
because that can be taken to the maximum. Is there a level?
Yes, there is a level. Now, if you asking someone's opinion or just like that, what do you think? You better expect them not to be on same accord, because most people think, oh, they think like I do, and it's not. People have their own thoughts. Now, if you're having a conversation and we're not talking about opinions, we're having a conversation about things. The things is that we aren't defining these terms that we're talking about, whether it's people, whether it's color or racism or anything. People aren't defining what it is. So what do you define a person as a person? Because depending on a different setting, I could be in the courtroom, and when we talk about a person can be an idea. A person could be something non-living, but it could be a person depending on the criteria. And so once people understand and define what it is that they're talking about, like, what do you mean by black person? Okay, no, we're talking about African Americans, the descendants of people who were enslaved or this and that. You know what I'm saying? Once you define that in the conversation, then all right, this is what this is, and this is what this is. Now we can have a conversation. But people are having conversations, and they're however they define certain terms, they're assuming the other person defines it the same way, and they don't. And that's the whole mix-up with our whole society. People aren't defining the key terms to a conversation that we hold to, and then like just like rules, these are the key terms, and we're gonna use these key terms to move around in this verbal ring to get to whatever we need to get to.
I've had a lot of training in social justice, and some of the things that I had to listen to and be able to take in, deal with my own personal bias, because everyone has their own personal bias, has pushed me to be a better person from a global standpoint. it didn't always agree with what I grew up learning or what I believe as an adult. But I've become on some live and let live stuff. But how far does that go for me? Because while I might be able to overcome someone's different religious or sexual orientation or age or whatever, I think the biggest key in my life is race and me being a black man. So when someone is attacking black folks and black men, I am more willing to guard or put up my barriers or defend because of the fact that that's probably the most important thing for me. Hey, you believe in Allah or Jesus or Buddha or nothing, I can let you get that through customs without bothering you. But when you have a feeling against me as a black man simply because of the color of my skin, that's when I draw the line. But in that, there might be people who are Muslim or whatever, who are okay with people not liking black folks, so they might be willing to listen to a member of the Ku Klux Klan. And so, for me, we all have those boundaries, and so it's hard to have complete freedom of speech when we each have our own things that are our hangups that we haven't been able to get over or may never be able to get over.
Listen, it boils down to this: whatever we say, there's pretty much there's a couple of people that's going to feel it, and there's going to be a ton of people that's not going to feel it. That's just how it is. If you ever been in a relationship, you ever been married, as the years grow out, like my wife, she get tired of my bullshit because you know what? That no shame bullshit, that shit is old, but that's who I am, and that's who she married, and that's what the fuck it is. I'm that motherfucker. There ain't no shame, and I'm gonna tell it how I see it, how I feel it, and I'm not gonna agree with it. Simple as that. And for me, since that's how I am, I could understand someone. And I for example, I remember I was out in your guys' neck in the hoods, your old woods in Vegas, real quick, and I ran into a racist, a bigot. Like he when I say creme de la creme, he was coming with me with all this and nigger that, and to me, it didn't offend me because I know where I come from. I know who I am. See, those who don't know who they come from, that shit easily triggers them. But I understood why he was saying those things because he was ill-informed and he was ignorant. And obviously somebody must have programmed him to feel that way or think that way because children aren't born that way. Children don't come in this world like that. They come in with love. So, make a long story short, he coming at me this and this. I got this big old bottle of Belvedere, like one of those big ass liters, and I'm just necking it. And he's like this and this, and I was like, hey man, I was like, that's cool. Hey, you ain't gotta like me. I said, but you know, and I hit him with some cold shit. Like I said, but you come from me. I was like, and I come from God. So how do you feel about that? And I just broke all this science down. And I was like, but I said, I'm not going to judge you, but I was like, man, because you're going to be who you're going to be. Obviously, somebody told you to feel that way. But I was like, hey, man, be who you're going to be. If that makes you happy, makes you happy. As long as you ain't stepping on me or trying to kill people and trying to, like, really wreck their life, that's all it is. That's what you feel in your heart. You feel it in your heart. You know, and I was like, hey, man, have a sip. The dude broke down and cried, man. He broke down and cried. And basically, long story short, he realized that he has been ill-informed and his parents then told him wrong when he was a little kid. And he told me he didn't feel it in his heart, but they told him that's how he needed to feel. And that's the fucking fact. You got too many people jumping on this fucking feeling train and they're not sticking to facts. That shit don't mean nothing. If you don't know where you come from, you can't fucking talk to me. You have no power over me because there's no God in you. And that's how I roll. But me personally, I'm different. I'm different. To somebody else, they have lost their mind on this person. But just for an example. But I totally agree.
I look at it like you know, I look at it like people that get upset, you know, when someone is trying to insult them in that manner. of a different race, there are a lot of people that don't know their origin, that don't know where they come from, and they get upset behind that. And then there are also people that just they know that you're trying to upset them. They know you're trying to antagonize them, and they feel offended and they feel attacked, and they also and they also react violently. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I always ask myself, like, what would I do in that situation? And I'm gonna be honest with you, it depends on the day. It really does. It
You're
depends on
right.
the day. They catch me on the right day, I might be on some peaceful ass shit.
Yeah.
Catch me on the wrong day, who knows? I might lose it. You know what I mean? Like, we all human beings. We all got good days and bad days. I don't care who you are. But I know that sometimes we're being baited. Because nine out of 10, we're going to jail behind it for assault or something like that. So you definitely don't want to be a victim of the bait. So you have to basically play your cards wisely in that situation. But for what you just said is groundbreaking. It is. It's groundbreaking.
I mean, seriously. I mean, really. Look. I mean, to be honest with you, so the one of the biggest controversies that's been going on is Jewish people versus Palestinian people.
Right.
And I have brothers on both sides, and it really is. I mean, it really is one of those things where you have to step back and think about it, because it's not simple. It's not an easy answer to say, oh, hey, you should have this, you should have that. No, it's not easy. It's ignorance if you think that it is easy. It really is one of the things that that has been weighing on my mind the most. Black and white and all that stuff, that's been going on for a minute. Right now in 2020, we're seeing a resurgence of bigotry. To me, we are seeing a resurgence of bigotry because of who is in office. And I don't give a fuck. This is me, MMB, not everybody else, but whoever is in office right now is a fucking racist bigot. I don't care. This is my opinion, not everybody on the Always Into Something podcast. That's me. So,
right.
You know what I mean? I just know that, and I hope that people understand what this administration is doing is trying to divide us. It's trying to tell us that we are not Americans, but we are. It's a hierarchy. If you're privileged, if you're white, you're better than everybody else. They put it in simple terms. And I'm not down for that because I'm not white. So.
Right.
But that's only if you're ill-informed. See what people don't understand, when in order to dominate and continue this stress over people, you have to destroy records and books and stuff. But everybody in the world know, everybody overseas know. They know the deal. They know we've been brainwashed. You know what's crazy? So we're not Americans, right? So where the fuck do we come from? You're not calling us Africans. Where the fuck do we come from? Every single nationality and culture, they have a flag, a representation of where they come from. And we don't fucking have one. We don't have one. Now, there's been flags that, as far as, like, I'm pretty sure the NCAACP and stuff then try to implement, but we can come on a consensus with it, but we don't have a flag to represent us. And then so therefore we're not. I guess how are we categorized? But that in the whole sense is that's the whole manipulative tactic. That this is the scheme of the devil. Why the fuck do I need to be categorized when I come from God, man? Like, see, and this is the whole thing. Like, people are worrying about this trivial stuff, and none of that stuff matter. They need to get back to the source. We all need to get back to the source. This is why the Rona is happening. This is why, you know what I'm saying, the death angels is knocking at several people's door. Black, white, Asian, doesn't matter. Rainbow bright. If she's riding on the fucking unicorn and she ain't right, it's time to go. And that's just the way it is. But people it's like, we really need to get off this whole color thing, man. It's so trivial. It's so trivial. It's so trivial. It's so weak-minded. It's so weak-minded. Just create something as far as I'm looking at a person's color and not like them. The reason why they don't like your color is because of characteristic traits. Oh, they play loud music. They like to smoke weed. They talk loud and blah, 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 blah. These stereotypical characteristic traits of a character instead of a person of color. You ask a person why you don't like me, and they'll give you traits of a character, things that people do. They don't say, hey, your black skin coming out your pores. The way it comes out, I shit myself every time I see it, and I throw up in my mouth. They don't say it. They talk about characteristics of a person. People need to check themselves, educate themselves, and get off this color bullshit, man. Simple. I'm tired of hearing about this shit.
The color is stereotyped, or it is used to identify a particular person, whether it be blacks or whites.
Right.
I'm proud of my color, man. I love it. I deal with the shortcomings. I deal with the greatness within it, and I want to promote that. I can look at my own color and not always see it promoted in a great manner. I can also say that sometimes I don't identify or appreciate things that happen. And when people ask you about it, it's almost like they want you to cross a line. And the response usually is, well, you're talking about my people, what about your people? When in general, usually people of all nationalities, creeds, and cultures, and especially in America, are dealing with the same stripe, but they're dealing with it from a different paradigm. And so we have been trained to use each other as bait to go in for the kill, in terms of whether it be violence or how we speak to one another.
That was beautiful.
I don't want to give up my color and not have it be seen, because I appreciate it. I come from something. No, we don't have a flag. You know, when I was in high school, we had some foreign exchange students come over, and they were upset with me. Not hugely upset, but when they come from a different country and ask where my people come from, the farthest that I could trace back was Mississippi. Right. But others in the class who weren't black were able to say, a small village in Germany over here in this city, yada, 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 yada. Right. Mississippi, the Delta, outside of Jackson, Yazoo City, Carter. That's where I come from. You know, and people don't always respect that because they don't know the plight of the American black who's a descendant of a slave. But in that being a descendant of a slave, my accomplishments, my willingness, because I am, and I think we talked about this before, but I am first generation away from Jim Crow and sharecropping. My father picked cotton. So for me to be a college-educated man who was living as best I can, you know, I'm not out there really getting it, but I'm doing what I can. I'm treading water in these situations. I've come up on certain things. I've been let down and taken setbacks. But I do this because as an educator and as a black man, it's important to show others who look like me what we can do, but also show folks who are looking into this window of what it's like to be a black male, what we do and how we do, because I'm a representation of that, because many haven't been able to see it, and they've been raised on whatever their family have taught them or what society says. People have these talking points, et cetera, et cetera. And so for me, I'm proud of who I am. I'm not telling you not to be proud of what you are or who you are, but I'm saying me being proud to be black doesn't mean that I have to hate you for being not black, or I have to look down at you for being not black. I don't mind you having pride in being who you are, to a certain extent, because when your pride to being who you are is the catalyst for you feeling a certain negative way about me, then that's where I draw that line. But again, that's neither here nor there.
That's dope, man. What you think, the God and MD?
I mean, I look at it like this. Most of us have been trained, like you said earlier. People have been trained to feel a certain way. Me growing up, I grew up in a very diverse
We're gonna try to see
area.
if this new game works because I want to show you this new game. What's the matter? What's up?
I want to say hi.
Yo.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, I tell you.
No shame.
No shame. You gotta use the mute button. You gotta use the mute button.
Mute.
Gotta hit the mute, baby.
Agri basketball.
A live audience, baby.
That's what is good.
It is. No shame.
Wait, hold up.
Maybe.
No
Yeah,
shame.
my bad. What's up?
Yo, you gotta mute it, man.
I thought I did.
No, you didn't. I get no, you did.
All right.
Yeah, mute. That's my godson. I love my godson.
Ball, and that's why he was sad. So that's why that's a magic pop up.
My godson.
Oh, okay.
You know a new ball coming down.
All right. Cool.
Mute.
Kevin B, can you mute him?
Let me see if I can. Hold on.
Time to play games. I'm giving you something that you don't normally do.
No shame.
Close my door.
No shame.
I said later. I was trying to get this game so I could show you, but it's not working right. But I'm giving you time to do these things. Just a little time, just because you were open.
Go for it. I muted him.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Welcome back. Well, let me just go back to where we was at so we can do our best to stay on subject here. For me, growing up, I grew up in an area where there was diversity. So I have friends of all colors. You know what I mean? So obviously, I honestly think that it is something that obviously that's taught. No one's born just automatically not liking you because you're a different color. That's something that learned behavior, obviously. And I really think people should question how they feel inside, how they feel in their own heart, instead of just following the crowd and following what someone taught them. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I understand that things are done to keep us divided. I understand the art of war. I know how divide and conquer. I understand all of that. And I understand how it works. So I do see things that are changing laws and things that are directed towards certain communities, Black people, obviously, to keep us down and to keep us oppressed. So I understand that aspect of it. So, I kind of think you're right as far as the division is concerned, and it being learned behavior. I try not to carry that in my heart. I don't carry it at all in my heart. I kind of when I meet someone, I get to know them for who they are. Before I don't really judge them before I know who they really are. No matter what background they come from. When people open their mouth, they tell you everything that you need to know. And sometimes
you have to honor that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's
a learning experience for us, even as kids.
Right. Sometimes it's a lie. Sometimes it's a representation of who they truly really are. But, time normally reveals that. And then when that day happens, you act accordingly. But until then, you got to, I take it for face value. If I hear things about someone that I can't validate, I develop my own opinion. I don't adopt other people's opinions. So if there's a bunch of people telling me not to like someone, I like to find out for myself. You know what I mean? I hear what you guys are saying. I might have a different experience, but I like to find out for myself. I don't really just adopt people's opinions about other people. It just depends on certain scenarios, certain situations. But for the most part, I don't do that. I don't live like that. And I wouldn't teach my children. I would not teach my children to live like that.
But many times as kids, we get ostracized or we get treated a certain way, and we don't understand it because we look at the world like what you explained.
That's
And
true.
so when someone presents a bias toward us or unfair treatment and we go home and tell our parents, we get introduced to their feelings of the world, because as a father, I don't want my son to go through the same things that I went through. I want to shield him, protect him. But my parents had to teach me in kindergarten about how a teacher was looking at me and what she said and what it meant. And so after that bubble is burst, you start to look at people to see if they match what you learned before. And so just like I was taught certain things after I was coming into the world with a forgiving and non-understanding brain of the complexities of human behavior and things that people say, once that was out the window, I was walking around with that armor on me, with those tools of dealing with it in my toolbox. And so it made me second guess or question. I mean, I grew up in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It is a very liberal melting pot of folks, but there still is racism. It's more slick. You have to be at a certain intelligence level to fully understand it, because it might pass over you without you even noticing it. It's very clouded. Whereas in the South, from what I've heard from my Southern brethren, their situation is more in the open. You know where
Mhm.
this man stands with you. You know how he feels about you, and you adjust based on that. With me, you had to find it. You kind of it was presented to you um, in a manner that you might not catch unless you have the ability to. And once you
Right.
do catch on to it, you're almost like you're looking for it, or your alarms, your spidey senses set off when it
Systemic.
does happen. Yeah,
It
definitely.
sounds very systemic. And you learn that with age and maturity. You learned, hey, I was a victim of systemic racism because of this scenario or that scenario. You learn that when you're in the working world and you get into the politics of corporate America. That's when I learned it. As a
But
mature adult.
kindergartners shouldn't have to understand about microaggressions.
Of course not. It's a lot of things they shouldn't be exposed to, but it's a sad world we live in. And as a black parent, sometimes you have to awaken that child out of that innocent state of mind a lot sooner than you like to let them know what they're actually dealing with. And it's sad.
That's true.
It's very sad, that they don't get to like fully engulf and experience their youth because, once they're at a certain age, they gotta watch their back and they can't act like that other guy. They can't respond like him. And, if they get pulled over, they can't react like this other guy maybe, could react. It's a whole nother experience out there for our children. So, because of the experience and because of the dangers that they're exposed to because of their skin color, us as parents, or not even as you might not even be a parent, you might be a mentor, you may be a cousin, an uncle, a nephew, whatever. It's our job to keep them, to keep them mentally focused on that and to keep that in their conscious state of mind so that they don't get themselves into a situation that they can't get out of. And, but for the systemic racism, it happens in schools. It happens in our school system. It happens in any corporate environment, any political environment. It's just very sad, but it's the world we live in. So at this point, all we can do is adapt and try to make it the best experience we can possibly make it.
But should we have to? And do others have to?
Of course
And
not.
that's where that separation comes in. When you have, young folks, like in my Facebook issues, so to speak, there's a 22-year-old male who we are just educating about bias, and he has the key talking points and statistics and all of the things that we've heard so many times, yet he doesn't want to dive in to the fuller picture of what happened, what may have caused. And the minute you go back and say, this isn't a today issue, this is an issue that's been, well, it's 400 years and you got to, bruh, it all matters. When I look at my history as a people, most folks are saying, get over it, don't worry about it. But others who know their history, they can go back and, like I said, we come from a small village in Germany, and there's that pride. There's that I align with it, and it makes me feel great about who I am. with us, based on the atrocities that happen to us as black people, we often are like, they don't want to hear about that because that's the bad news. And then, well, it wasn't the Republicans, it was the Democrats who did this. And so it becomes a political standpoint. But a friend of mine said, well, what did the Republicans do to counter? In a checks and balances system, what did the Republicans do to counter the Democrats who did black people wrong? And in this day and age, what are Democrats doing to counter? Or what are Republicans doing to counter? Because there always has to be some sort of checks and balances system that says, if you really identify with me, appreciate me, and want the best for me, how are you fighting on my behalf? How are you understanding what's going on with me? And don't say, be quiet and blame someone else, because that's not adding. And it brings people to a point where you don't trust either side, because all are complicit in the demise of you. And then when you say that, well, you're blaming. And it can be frustrating. But like No Shame was saying, when you know who you are, it doesn't bother you, and you can laugh at it because they don't know they know who they are, but they don't know you. And you can decide if you want to be the person that introduces them, and are they worthy of the knowledge? You can answer and you can explain. I can say no, but I can say no because, and give you a full-on soliloquy about why no is my answer. And some people don't deserve that answer. Some people aren't equipped to handle it. And if you do give it to them, it might blow their head up, or you'll be met with even more resistance, which gets us back to that whole freedom of speech thing. Are they entitled to say something idiotic at your expense?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I mean,
Reminds me of Public Enemy.
Gaza, the Gaza Strip is a big issue, right? And I have, we have brothers on both sides, and it's difficult. It really is. It's a tough situation because Palestinian, Jewish, normally they don't mix.
Are we biased because some people feel like the original Jews were black folks? So when folks who aren't black folks who are Jewish say that this is our land, are we potentially biased because we feel like, yeah, but no, or no, but yeah? And so because
Sammy
I
Davis
grew
Jr.
up around.
He was Jewish. He was Jewish.
There definitely are black Jews. I know several.
Sammy Davis Jr. He considered himself a black Jew.
Right. And he got a lot of heat. He got a lot of heat for that too. But yeah, he did.
He got a lot of heat for that. But the Rat Pack supported him, just like
we need that support.
The Oxman supports our Palestinian brothers because but I understand it's a difficult situation. It really is, and it is a tough situation to really try to sum up in a podcast. But we, as a people, it's about bigotry and hatred and who you believe in. Like you guys said, ignorance and ignorance is bliss. If you don't know, it's always better. But when you do have the knowledge and the information, because I believe, to me personally, I believe that if you're not learning, then you're dying. You need to continue to have an open mind, know what's going on, because life continues. I mean, it's so much has happened since 1980 when I was born. Right. You know what I mean? So much has happened since, it's ridiculous, and it's exciting and it's new, but I have my uncle that tells me I was chased by the Ku Klux Klan. I had to make sure that I got that before a certain hour. I had to make sure that I was home because the Klan would chase me.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool.
Nah.
That's not cool. You know, my uncle also
Where did he grow up?
in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
In Alabama, and both of my uncles, the Leo Pope Studios is based off of one of my uncles who he was in he was in Vietnam. He was an officer in Vietnam, and he enjoyed He enjoyed to do the films and recording and things like that. That's what it's like with the Leo Pope. With Leo Pope Studios is based off of me and my uncle working together. My uncle has since passed away. But anyway, Palestinian, Jewish, that's the Gaza Strip. That's a huge issue, and it's more than we can tackle in this podcast because I have brothers on both sides, Palestinian and Jewish, and it's difficult. I mean, to be honest with you, it really is tough to determine the ignorance of it.
He passed, dog. I didn't know.
Who?
Your uncle, the one who was doing the films and stuff.
Uncle Leo? Yeah, Uncle Leo passed away.
No, yeah, he. All right, I'm sorry, dude.
That's why.
That's brain cells. I apologize.
Yeah. That's why the Leo Pope Studios is based off of my uncle that passed away. Because me and him, we did films, and he wanted me to come back to California, but I didn't. So now, the Leo Pope Studios is me and him doing stuff together.
Awesome.
That's how it is.
Why don't you pull up your shoes? I said, why don't you pull up your shoes?
But anyway, the Gaza Strip is a whole nother monster that I don't know if any of us can really tackle right now.
No, I'm all good. That's a situation where you let those people who are there hash that out to the best of their ability and think thoughts of positive peace and execution where everyone is allowed the opportunity to feel the way they want to feel and hopefully come to a diplomatic conclusion to that situation.
I mean, seriously. I have, like I said, No Shame, Parks. I mean, all of us. I mean, we're all Oxen.
The God. Don't forget the God.
That's what I'm saying. We're all Oxen.
You can't say two and not do God. Come on, man. Jesus.
Because the God is the one I've known the longest. Is the longest of all of us. I've known him since third grade. So, I mean, this is what we do. So, with that being said, I mean, this has been a heavy-handed episode, but
God damn it, you Nick Cannon.
Yeah, I went off tangent, man. I just.
We were doing fine. We were doing so good.
Yeah, we was doing good.
Roy Jones.
We were doing really good.
It was on point, and then certain stuff just irked me, and I'm just
So now I want to pick the hip hop bracket. I'm excited. I want to see what's going to happen. So we have. Oh shit. Okay. So we have No Shame at the number one spot. Parks is number 2. I'm the third. and Ahmad the God is number 4. All right. So let's pick our squad, and then let's go from there.
Going top 4.
Top 4, and then we're going to. I mean, this is a work in progress. I mean, obviously, I've had a lot of whiskey, a lot of bourbon. I'm not gonna lie, I am hammered right now, but so I have a pen, I have my paper. Let's go.
Inebriation takes dedication.
I like that. So No Shame has
Yeah, that was
the
a good one,
first
Parks. That was a good one. Oh, you said I got the first pick?
You got the first pick out of 4. So we're gonna do 4 rounds. We're gonna pick our squads.
No. Damn, where's my other notebook? Because I actually wrote all this shit down who I was going to pick. Oh, yeah, here it is. My first 4?
No. Your first pick, because you have the number 1 pick.
Okay. So let me clarify this. Biggie, your Jay-Z's and your Tupacs, are they exempt from it, or are we including them? Because everybody always assume they're the greats, but then if you don't include them, then how can you create a great list? Or you know what I'm saying? So what are we doing?
No, they're included.
Oh,
Biggie,
they are. Oh.
Tupac, Nas, they're included.
Okay.
You mean Lil Nas X or not?
I'm talking about Nas. Nas.
You can't mention Nas without mentioning Lil Nas X.
No. You can't mention Nas without Lil Nas X.
All right. You know what? Here we go. I'm trying to see here now. I'm looking at my list, and my number 1 pick. You know what? Now, are we talking about? We're talking about actually flows and like I'm gonna put you in a body bag type of lyricists, right? Are we talking about lyricists, or were we talking about rappers? Because if you start talking about rappers, then that opens up the floodgates. Like,
man, if you don't pick your favorite.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm gonna pick my favorite. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? My number 1. I'm gonna go ahead and toss my boy Reggie Noble Redman, because people sleep on him. Hell yeah,
Redman. Hey man, Redman is slept on.
No.
Don't sleep on Redman.
God.
Don't sleep on Redman. Redman got flows.
Redman is off the board. Redman is are you serious?
Redman is off the board.
No, Redman is top
Hey
10.
man, don't sleep on Redman, bro.
10.
That boy got skills. Y'all tripping.
Good night. Not for the first pick, but thank you.
I'm serious.
Yes, Redman.
Listen,
yes, Redman.
We talking
absolutely.
about Redman, who's in
final
college.
answer, Redman.
He drops the headbanger with EPMD, who is fucking hot at the time.
That's just
Eric Sermon writing everything, making the beats. Come on, man. And he shows up and he murders it.
Redman.
He murders it at 19.
Time for some action.
All right,
but see, people are sleeping on him. He been with the GOAT from day one.
No.
Time for some action.
Okay, that
time for some action.
Is wait, hold on.
Tonight.
Hold on.
From day one,
the red
number
man
1 pick is
the number 1 pick. Redman is the number 1 pick.
But I got
Michael Candy.
Redman. Okay.
You might as well have picked Lynn Bias. You might as well pick somebody who died before the season started.
Dude, listen. Are we talking?
Y'all not showing Redman no respect right now.
Yeah,
I am. I'm glad he picked Redman. You understand? I am so happy that Redman is the number 1 pick.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my my God.
Dude,
Redman right now is the equivalent of Sam Bowie.
Oh my God.
not. See,
Okay.
this is the whole thing. See, everybody, they think they know
That is not true.
They think they
Let
know
that man have his
hip-hop,
freedom
nigga.
of speech.
Dude, he
Redman
is
got
so
flows, man.
relevant.
I always like Redman.
Time for some action.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead and
Parks.
get through the muddy waters. You all set?
Parks.
No shame?
When you pass by, that's
Parks,
what it is.
you have
That's
the number 2 pick. Who do you got?
I'm looking at it. It's a scratch. It's a will.
I'm gonna look
You
at.
got scratched. Passing through something.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Lashane Paris Crooks,
Yeah.
Tupac.
also known as Machiavelli, also known as Tupac Shakur. That will be my second pick, and
Second pick?
he's the Redman. The second pick. The
I
second
thought
pick
we was
overall.
just doing first.
My first pick is the
Wait
second
a
pick
minute.
overall.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
No, I get it. I get what he's saying.
No.
My first pick, second pick overall.
Okay, that
Tupac.
makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Tupac is second behind Redman. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Never thought that would happen.
Dude,
But whatever.
listen, homie. You talking to a person. I listen to a lot of stuff, and Redman is one of those individuals who are he's underrated.
No Shame has more balls than Wimbledon.
Corporate dick. He don't suck corporate dick. He gonna be who he gonna be, and he's always bodies. Like if anybody get
Is
on
it
the
your
mic,
pick or mine?
I'm just explaining.
I'll be right
explaining Redman. That's all. Marlon's over there confused. Look,
I'm not confused.
I'm
Redman is not
shit.
the number 1 pick.
Yes, he is.
It's
He
not
was
about-
the number 1 pick.
Man, let that man have his glory.
Yeah, I mean, you should be happy because you can get Snoop now.
Right.
But
Exactly.
See, but
Snoop is still on the board. Why
Exactly.
you tripping?
but see,
Exactly.
Trey D is still available for you. Why are you tripping?
yeah,
Damn, corrupt.
the game is we pick 4. Like I pick him to go in the first round, but sometimes you got to pick your great players in the 3rd or 4th round. This is the game that we playing. But Redman, he's adequate to be number 1 to take the torch because
Redman, baby.
he bodies people, man.
No Shame has spoken.
He
There will be no
bodies people.
recourse.
And there's a lot of new upcoming people that does the thing. But I'm looking at Redman, at how underrated.
And we're talking about
he
your
is.
era, the era you came up in.
Yeah, and think about this. What individual? Think about this. How the fuck do you become an honorary motherfucking member of the Wu-Tang? You just don't. That does.
Aside from the fact that they had 38 members, so what's 39? But go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but
Oh.
but you see, you don't understand. See, I understand. See, when the Wu-Tang came out, I knew exactly what was going down because I watched all those fucking movies that they referenced to before. When I was 5 years old, I was watching Shogun's Assassin when I was fucking 4.
Well,
That
you
was
don't
my
know nothing about
favorite
the
movie.
Shogun's
No,
Assassin 1 and 2?
What you mean?
No.
I got
Okay.
I got my boy whatchamacallit, Lone Wolf and Cub series. I got the whole shit.
Okay.
The whole
So right now,
one
you chose
through
the
5
ball over the sword
on
when you
Blu-ray.
picked Redman. If we're looking at the Shogun's Assassin, you picked the ball over the sword when you picked Redman first.
Oh,
And you know what he would have done with his son if he
Parks.
picked the ball.
Parks. No. Redman is definitely a Katana's son. You just don't
No.
know.
No, he is not.
That's
I'm gonna be honest
opinion.
with you.
Y'all can't tell this man what his opinion should be. That's his
All right,
opinion.
Okay.
No,
And with
You're
the
right.
third
You're right.
pick.
You're right. Okay.
And with the third
That's
pick,
what-
Okay. So
opinion.
what do we have so far? Redman
We have
is
Redman and we have Tupac.
Redman is number 1. Tupac is number 2.
This is
Oh God.
no, this is crazy, man. Like Like motherfuckers is really tripping. Like this nigga.
You're
We're gonna
right,
have to have
you're right.
38
No.
rounds for you to
Don't-
overcome picking Redman first.
This is
But why not?
oh
Nah, man, it's
Lil
not-
Nas X coming in
man.
second.
Don't even worry about justifying it, man. Let's just move
I'm
on.
not justifying it. Why not?
And with the third pick,
okay. With the
'Cause
third pick,
y'all ain't listen to
with the
him
third
like I
pick,
listen
I'm
to
gonna go with Notorious B.I.G.
Mister, you look so good.
Hell no, don't say it.
So I got so I got Biggie. Okay, so Redman,
Don't you say that,
Tupac,
Parks.
and Biggie are off the board. So Ahmad to God, who we got?
All right, you know, my artist has already been, you know, my pick has already been taken. So, you know, obviously I can't, you know, go behind that.
And who was that? Redman. You had Redman.
You guys, y'all will not stop.
Hey,
Y'all will not stop.
this
You
is
needed
my life.
a big two guard in Redman.
Y'all
Hey,
will
I-
not
Who
stop.
the fuck?
And I'm eating it. I'm eating
You know
it.
what?
I'm eating it.
I'm not. You know what?
I'm
Look.
eating it.
Look.
And
I
when
mean,
I'm
I love
Reggie
No
we gonna
Shame.
smoke
That's my
one,
brother.
and it's gonna be love.
Oh my
because
God.
he know that I know that he the shit. He the shit.
Look.
man.
Oh
Look.
my! He got punked by MC Hammer. But anyway.
No, MC Hammer was not no punk. That's what people thought.
No,
MC
no,
Hammer
I'm
was
saying,
real
but
dope.
Redman got punked by MC Hammer, just like MC
Ahmad,
Search.
who you got, man? Who you got? Who you got?
Go
Wait,
for it.
hold
Go
on.
for it.
Wait, hold on.
Go for
Redman knew he was wrong, and Redman did the right thing. Redman was wrong for talking about that man's mama.
And he fucked up. Yeah, he did.
And-
You're right.
yeah,
You're
don't-
right.
So was
Nobody
Daniel
knows.
Snyder.
You're
That's
right.
the kind of that's why I fuck with him because he's a real nigga, man.
Right. Redman
I
knew
ain't
he was
messing with
wrong.
no fake motherfuckers. He a real nigga.
You're right,
And
you're right,
And then
you're right.
you talk to him, he gonna keep it 100 with you. He's like, I
And
was,
that
Alright.
I
sold
was tripping.
albums and influenced people
right.
worldwide.
All right. So
Ahmad,
Ahmad to God, what you got?
I know you couldn't pick Redman, but who you got?
All right, man. So I'm rolling off of someone that, you know, is high on my list because, you know, in my opinion, this person's a storyteller. This guy's a lyricist. You know, he might not be the best lyricist, but he's a great storyteller. You know, he took his platform and he did something positive with it. Also a guy who
Nelly.
No, also a guy.
Nelly?
It's a guy with a lot more longevity than Nelly. But also a guy.
Chingy?
I'm done, man. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next show.
Man, what's up with these haters, man?
Man, I can't even finish my statement.
Yeah, the haters are coming
So
out.
hold on, let me finish. So he's also a guy that put out probably the best debut album in hip hop history, in my opinion.
Oh, Kanye West.
I can't even talk. These guys, represent.
Say his name in the words of Tupac. Say his name.
I would say his name if y'all shut up.
Yeah.
All right. I'm shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
Say his name.
Hey, let's bring out
Say
the
his
old
name.
school of mine.
Nazir Jones, all right? Nazir
Call
Jones.
the motherfuckers bitches and shut the fuck up.
Nas?
Nazir Jones, all right?
All right,
Nas.
Nas.
Nas or Lil Nas X? Which one? We got to
Nah,
clarify.
I did not say Lil Nas X. You heard me.
Nazir Jones.
I said Nazir Jones. I said his whole name for a reason.
Okay.
I'm
I just want to clarify. 'Cause we've heard strange things in the number one pick.
The number one pick in the Always Into Something podcast hip hop bracket is Redman. Let's. I'm not hating. Look. No shame. I love you. I'm just saying.
1 out of 4 picks. 1 out of 4
All right.
picks.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Let that man have his day.
But where is Jay-Z? I mean,
listen, man.
Hey, man.
fuck
He might-
it.
cool.
All right,
He might
whatever.
scoop him next.
Whatever.
Jay-Z could be
We're
the
not
fifth
done
pick.
yet, man. Hold
We're
on.
not done yet. You're right.
I'm not
okay.
gonna put him in my bracket. He's not gonna be on my list.
Okay.
He's not gonna
So-
be on my list.
So so Redman, Tupac, Biggie, and Nas are gone.
Shit,
No
don't
shame.
that sound good?
No shame. Who do you got next?
I tell you who I got next, motherfucker. Goddamn. Shit. Fucking that bullshit, man.
Whatever. Go ahead.
Niggas hate. Nah, I pick Redman. Ain't this about a bit? Man, let me get my nigga Scarface, homie.
Scarface. Oh shit.
It don't matter what you say, bro.
Yeah. Scarface.
Dog.
Hey man, don't ever. Usher Scarface is a legend, boy. You
Hey,
know
Scarface is tight. Scarface is tight. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, listen.
I'm not gonna lie.
If you didn't pick my pick, I was picking Scarface. I'm just letting you know.
Scarface is a goat, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
Scarface is tight.
Had flows before niggas.
Who you think Jay-Z's favorite rapper is?
We're gonna find out with the next pick.
Jay-Z's favorite rapper is Scarface. Scarface is a legend, man.
Dude, man,
Scarface is tight.
I agree with Face.
I'm not gonna hate on Scarface.
Dude, I listen to the rhymes.
We
I
getting
listen
Scarface
to the
too
lyrics,
custom.
man. I'm talking about niggas who been Trill from day one. Trill motherfuckers. Trill.
You're right.
I'm talking about.
You're right.
I put Trill niggas on his list.
Thank you, no shame.
I can't believe Martin picking Notorious Big.
You had to explain stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I had to
Scarface
go.
would have been the sixth pick if he wasn't the fifth pick. Just so you know.
Look,
Martin, I can't believe your first pick, bro.
now I'm. You know what? Look, that going back to Cali, the Life After Death. That album was amazing.
It looks so good.
I mean,
Now, last time we had a conversation about your favorite, it wasn't. This wasn't it.
No. You know who my favorite rapper is of all time.
Right.
You know everybody knows who my favorite rapper is.
But you just said Biggie.
But I'm trying to
just
win. I'm trying to win in the bracket.
He knows us, and he knows that the seventh pick you can have him. So for the sixth pick, I'm going to select none other than Jay-Z, and then I'm going to select for Merlin Snoop Dogg for the seventh pick.
No,
I mean, go ahead.
No. Okay, so you okay. So we got Redman, Scarface, Tupac, and Jay-Z are gone, and I'm going to have to pick. I got Biggie and Snoop Dogg, because Snoop Dogg is my pick.
We knew that.
I gave that to you. You're welcome.
Because I'm down with the D-O-double-G in the pound. So Ahmad, who you got?
We should have let Ahmad pick first in the second round. It went backwards. But you know what? We're not changing the rules in the ninth inning. Ahmad, Nas, and who?
In Parks, who did you pick?
Tupac and Jay-Z.
He got two of the...
He told.
Man. All right.
What you really want from her? Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that's a ridiculous team. Selena, what you think?
Biggie and Snoop, they made a song together, right? I think maybe
Tupac and Jay-Z. That's formidable, right? Okay. Redman to Scarface.
Y'all over there getting a kick out of this, huh?
we got a live audience here over at the Leo Pope Studios. All right, Ahmad. So Ahmad the God, you got Nas, and who else are you picking?
I got Outkast.
Outkast. Okay.
Whoa, that's two people. You can't pick two.
I can't break them
One
up.
of the two. No, you can't. This ain't the groups. If we want to do groups, we can do groups. You can't pick two people to be one.
I agree. It cannot be two people.
Like that's like saying I want the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, what I mean? I wasn't notified.
So what do you want?
It's the
Andre
rapper.
3000?
It's not the group.
Or Big Boy Daddy
or
Fat
Big
Sack.
Boy.
Big Boy Daddy Fat Sack. You got to say Big Boy Daddy
Look, man,
Fat
it's
Sack.
hard. It's hard for me to pick between the two, man. They neck and neck.
But you have to.
But they're not, though.
We're picking individuals. We're picking individuals.
I'm going with 3 stacks.
There you go.
Andre 3000.
Third
Okay.
round pick.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. 3 stacks.
3 stacks, baby.
Man, I want to be you, and I grow up with 3 stacks.
So then we got No Shame. We're back at you. What you got?
Let me see. We talking about dope rhyme spitters?
Whatever you want, man.
Whatever you want to do. You already picked Redman
there's
number
so many
one out
people
of
that could be
everybody.
on this list.
Which
Might
is
as well pick Eric Sermon
ridiculous.
since he brought Redman in.
Well, why y'all niggas laughing? Like this nigga was
not-
making millions in the 80s.
Look,
I'm just
look,
saying.
Eric
Suggesting I'm
Sermon
not
was
laughing.
tight. Eric Sermon is tight. But
He's
Redman,
list.
the number one pick overall, oh my God. That's like Sam Bowie. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, that's
Dude,
not like
listen.
Sam Bowie.
That's like
Listen,
Sam
man,
Bowie.
we talking brackets, man. This is a winning thing.
With the number 9 pick.
Okay, all right, okay, no shame. Go for it. Go for what you know.
Ooh.
Okay, answer the calculus
Whoa.
test.
Yeah.
That Des Odyssey ain't right.
I'm looking at my list. I'm trying to narrow it down because Nas is
You got a list?
Biggie, Tupac.
Freestyle.
Yeah. I got a list, and I got like.
You have Redman and Scarface so far.
I know I do.
Okay, that's a good squad. Who else?
For the chiller circuit.
Who's going to complement that?
If only I could digitize my actions and float it in the air in million tiny billion pieces and squeeze through your screen to kick those motherfucking glasses off your
Teleport.
motherfucking
That's a long word.
forehead.
That's a long explanation for teleport.
Because you shitting on my
I'm not
selection,
shitting on it.
which is lovely.
I want to know who you got for the third.
All right. Woo. Oh man, this. Whew. 3 stacks is gone.
Wah, 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 wah.
You know what? Let me ooh.
Eyes and oohs over there.
Yeah, man.
It's too many eyes and oohs.
Because there's so many people I want to put on the list that I deserve I believe they deserve a chance to
Who's
be in it.
who's the top of that list?
Come on, man.
Man, get your
Spit it out.
all on the mic. You know what? I'm gonna go my nigga Ghostface starts.
Oh,
Ghostface
Killer.
Yeah.
We're back in the Wu-Tang.
Yes.
Yeah, we hey,
Pretty Tony Starks.
all day, man. He hard.
All right,
Oh,
Ghostface is gone. So Parks, who has?
Why are you laughing?
Wait a minute.
No matter what you say, he gonna laugh.
Wait a minute. So
Those faces off.
No Shame has Redman, Scarface, and Ghostface. Parks
The faces.
has Tupac and Jay-Z.
They made a song together. So I get it. Scarface and Ghostface made a song together.
Okay, who do you got, Parks, as your third pick?
I'm gonna go, and I
Parks is
didn't
second.
have him. I didn't have him. Okay, but based on who was picked, and I wasn't even thinking about him because I had some other folks I was considering. I'm gonna go with dang it. Folks want to battle him, but he won't battle them. I'm gonna go with Curtis, 50 Cent Jackson.
50 Cent Jackson. Okay.
All right.
50 Cent is off the board. 50
Dude,
Cent?
well,
I won't tell you who I was gonna pick instead of him.
Are you fucking serious? 50 Cent is gone. 50 Cent? Okay, whatever. All right.
I mean,
you got Tupac,
I got
Jay-Z, and 50
No
Cent.
shade bump me in the hallway of hip hop excellence and maybe pick 50 Cent. But when you look at
I'd make you pick
the track record in terms of hip hop and how he transcends with things in terms of film,
All right.
And all that stuff.
No.
Yeah, no.
I think Marlon has had enough.
No, fuck that. I'm
Go ahead and
going
pick Trey
next.
D.
Huh?
Go ahead and pick Trey D, man. It's okay to pick Sugar Free.
Nobody picking Trey D or Sugar Free. Look.
Not yet.
Sugar Free is
I'm
hard,
going with. So I got Biggie. Who else I got? Snoop.
Of course, you got Snoop.
Of course I got
course.
Snoop. And I got
Gave you
Eminem.
that.
And I got
Could've cried if
Eminem.
you didn't.
Eminem
Who?
is my third pick.
Good job. Good job.
Okay, so a Mod the God has Nas and Andre 3000. Who else you want to go with?
Yeah, he got a point.
Nas and Andre 3000. Whew.
What's so funny, man? Shit.
Dude, 50 Cent? 50
He's still on that.
Cent? I'm fucking done.
Stop
I'm fucking
being a wankster,
done.
man. Stop being a wankster.
See,
Look.
See, this
Stop
is
being a
how
wankster.
this is how it happens. It's like, oh, that nigga, he like 50 Cent.
We got Redman as the first overall, and then you got 50 fucking Cent before Eminem? Are you kidding me? All right, whatever. Go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead.
Look, I don't have any spaghetti on my sweater, okay? So I'm okay.
Marlon, you
only pick Eminem because he's a product of Dre.
Listen, A&B, you got to understand, man. We doing brackets, man. We talking about these individuals going head up with each other.
I can respect that.
Up.
I respect it.
Dude,
I
so
respect
you have
it.
to play it smart,
I respect
man.
it. I respect it.
It's not only just the greatest of all time list. We talking about these brackets as though they going heads up, they doing a freestyle or they doing a battle.
And I could definitely respect it.
Yeah,
it's all
you
good.
got like that's so you have to come with some people who know how to battle because not all these people are battle people. They couldn't do that shit.
Okay, so we have. So now we have Ahmad the God.
The God, who you got?
Who you got for your third
All
pick?
right. So this my third pick is because I'm a West Coast brethren. You know, this guy's been around since I was in elementary school, dropping hits.
Okay.
And he got his own vocabulary, and he never disappoint. He always bringing the hot hits. Always got the club bangers. Always keep the system bumping.
I want to hear what you're gonna say.
What we got? Who we got?
We got Earl Simmons.
What?
Nah, that's bullshit. I'm just bullshit.
I
Hey,
was like, who the fuck is that?
Earl. We got E40.
E40.
E for sure. Dude, are you?
What's his name?
Ephesians. Come
40.
on, man.
You got E40.
You gotta be from the West Coast.
Oh,
Gotta be from the West Coast.
I don't
Let's
hate
go.
on that. E40.
He been around. He been doing it for a long time. He's still dropping out.
Still making hits.
A legend.
Still
Okay.
making hits.
Okay.
Still making
Wines, alcohol,
Okay.
spirits.
You know
That
that's fine. That's fine.
And
So,
he got glasses like you, so quit hating, motherfucker.
I'm not.
He said 50 do it too?
I'm not hating.
what I'm saying is 50 does television and movies like E40 does alcohol, wine, spirits, etc., etc.
Okay, so now we're back to No Shame.
All right, here we go. Ooh.
This is about to be some bullshit. Watch, this is about to be some bullshit.
Lil Bow Wow.
And No Shame knows I love him, but he's about to be some bullshit.
It's cool though, but I get that shit every day in my life.
Dre from the Funky Homo Sapiens?
No.
MC8.
No. Black Thought.
Chia.
It's Black
Thought.
Black Thought.
Formidable.
From
From
the roots. Okay.
That's solid as we come, baby.
Rappers rap.
That's that. You know what?
I was waiting on that.
That is an
Dude,
underrated
we got to
pick.
play the brackets right, man. It's all about people going heads
Black Thought has
Dark Horse.
is
Cinderella.
Exactly.
Okay. Any more comments? No Shame on Black Thought?
Dude,
What are your Black Thoughts on Black Thought?
listen, man. Everybody that I said that came out my mouth, that people
Black Thought is
understand.
good. That's a good pick.
They will understand.
We can roll with that.
But we're playing the brackets.
That's a good pick.
They going head up, right?
That's a good pick.
And so
Black
people
Thought
going head up.
is a good pick.
Solid.
All right,
solid.
so Parks, who you got next? After Jay-Z, I'm sorry, Tupac, Jay-Z, and the 50 Cent. Who do you got next?
There once was a big red friendly dog by the name of Clifford.
Okay.
Parrot. And if you don't know me, then you might want to know me.
He kind of.
It's the METHLD man.
He just
no, no. I'm going with T.I., Mr. Silencers, and these ain't mine. I'm going with T.I.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I'm going with T.I.
Clifford.
King of the South.
Okay.
King of the South.
Yeah, that was my next.
Yeah. Well, I was going to pick Clifford over 50, but I figured if I could get both of them. I'm winning out here, baby. The world loves me.
I'm not gonna lie. Tupac, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and T.I. That's
I got a horseman.
You got the fucking 4 horsemen of fucking hip hop. That's fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
50 Cent is Arn Anderson.
That's
T.I.
fucking
Lex
awesome.
Luthor.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm Trump tight, baby.
All right. So
now you sucking air dick, huh?
Okay.
That's
so now
all hetero, baby. All hetero.
Is
all hetero.
Cloud dicks in the
so now it's on me.
All hetero.
So now it's on me. So MMB so far has Biggie, of course Snoop Dogg, Eminem. Who should I go after? My favorite. It is a tough pick, but I want to go for the win. Oh no! I'm sorry. MMB has Biggie, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem.
That's what you just said, man. What's up? Now, I mean, I've hung out with Flavor Flav several times.
Where is this going? I mean,
At his chicken spot in Vegas?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I hung out at the chicken spot. The Flavor Flav is
this boy got a flavor of love going on.
Flavor Flav is a good friend of mine.
Oh, okay. Have him on the show.
Chuck D is good. But I am West Coast. I'm talking about Manchester, Slauson.
Sugar Free.
Nah, that's from
Hoover.
Nipsey.
Nipsey Hussle is the
hey,
great.
rest in peace. The marathon continues, baby. Rest in peace.
The marathon continues.
Yeah, for sure.
Nipsey Hussle.
You get that through customs. No arguments. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle is who I'm going with. Because
that's cool.
Because Nipsey Hussle is what the future is.
Yeah, the future of that West Coast sound.
That West Coast sound and what we needed and what we were looking for. That's Nipsey Hussle.
Because he had the complexity of corrupt. Because nobody could body corrupt when he came out. Nobody could fuck with him.
No. Nobody could fuck with corrupt
like that.
But Nipsey Hussle,
he had that West Coast sound.
But Nipsey Hussle, his shit and what he was trying to do.
The complexity in his rhyme, I was saying, is similar to Corrupt. Because people wasn't expecting that from Corrupt.
So Nipsey is my number 4.
That's dope.
I can't. Slauson, Rolling 60s. That's all good.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's through customs. Go ahead.
He's like really the
Ahmad,
only one who can
thoughts?
hold the torch. Not saying Game ain't done it, but like I think Nipsey.
Who?
No, and I was
ahead.
saying
Ahmad.
as far as go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead. Ahmad the guy. What you got? Wait. I am. Ahmad the guy was 4th.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's his turn. What the fuck?
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, get off.
Okay, Marlon, read off my top 3. I had. Who the fuck?
Your top 3
T-Bo
was
Bryson,
Nas,
Luther Vandross, and
Andre 3000, and E40.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So Well, my final pick. Man. I think I'm gonna roll with. I think I'm gonna roll with. Damn, this is tough, bro. This is tough.
Take your time.
This is very tough. Oh my God, so many people that come to mind.
Vanilla
Take your
Ice.
Take your time. Don't let them do that to you. Don't let them take your time, because they're gonna be hating.
Young MC.
Man, it's hard to narrow it down, man.
Yeah, it's just
You say Young MC?
No, I did not say that. Y'all motherfuckers
Be real.
motherfucker.
All right, let me think. All right, I think I'm gonna roll. Damn, it's tough, man.
Okay,
Come
so
I think I'm gonna roll with.
Take your time, man. Take your time. I took my time. Take
you
your
got
time.
you have Nas, Andre 3000, and E40.
What the hell you
Nothing but
Hit him up with Pharaoh Monch.
dude, nothing but hitting it on
I'm not saying anything negative about
on your
that.
squad.
All right, man. All right, here we go. I think I'm gonna roll with Fabulous.
The man who lost to Jadakiss?
Dude.
Yo, man, you can't go off in no damn verses, man. The damn boy DJ didn't even want to play his damn song.
Wait a minute.
Because he knew they were the wrong songs.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Listen,
wait,
I could vouch for it because Fabulous is also underrated.
Wait,
Hella
Fabulous?
underrated.
Fabulous?
Dude, I don't know if y'all got crazy.
Flows.
Like the lyricist, like he up there, he top.
The
Lyricist?
things that
Y'all haven't. You
y'all
gotta
keep
listen to
talking
his
about that.
mixtapes, bro. The mixtapes that he go off.
he got
Fabulous?
stupid flows. It's just his popularity is the ones with the female
Right.
entrance, just because he know how to write well.
Right.
The niggas
You got that from
he's
Tupac,
dope.
but go ahead. That's
He's
one of
dope.
Tupac's.
Right.
But no, he can flow, man. Like Fabulous
Got flows, bro.
Is legitimate.
I mean, I can think of a lot of other rappers too.
Yeah, but I feel
know?
when you say it though, because he's like people don't really know. Like
Right.
you have to, like when it comes down to hip hop, like there's people that listen to rap and shit. There's people that they're rap enthusiasts, but hip hop is the whole culture. It's
But
the clothes, it's the
didn't
whole
take-
smell, it's everything.
You didn't take Jeezy. You didn't take Rick Ross.
I would not put Jeezy or Ross over Fab lyrically. No, absolutely not.
Never ever.
And lyrical content.
Never ever.
You didn't pick Drake.
I'm not. I wouldn't
Or
pick Drake.
Wayne.
He's a rapper.
I was thinking
Or
about
Wayne.
Wayne.
No,
I was
no
thinking
way.
about Wayne.
No, I totally forgot about Wayne. And
No, I
I'm
didn't.
actually-
I was thinking about Wayne.
I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't put him in because Lil Wayne
Over Redman?
Lil Wayne
Oh,
had
sorry.
bars. He had bars.
Lil
at
Wayne had bars.
15.
He just didn't
At
have.
15.
He just didn't have content.
Thank you.
Okay. You might as well pick Young Turk. Go ahead.
No, Lil Wayne is authentic, but
Lil Wayne was on the tip of my tongue.
how I'm seeing it.
All hetero.
Oh my God! Pause.
All hetero.
But
Pause.
All hetero.
how I'm seeing the contest is
Right.
like yo, you bring your crew to battle my crew, and we see how it goes. You feel me? So in that taste of flavor, if we talking about these cats, like showing up and like yo, your crew battle my crew, I spit my verses, you spit your verses, and that's how we gonna rock it.
You didn't pick Kendrick? Nobody picked Kendrick.
Nobody picked Kendrick.
Kendrick is just
I wouldn't
relevant
know.
now.
Yeah,
We
Kendrick
talking
is like
about-
still
we
too new
talking
to me.
about Bodies. We talking about people who've been bodying.
I mean,
bodies.
The first pick is Redman.
But again, we picked Nipsey, but we didn't pick Kendrick, and Kendrick has
wait,
Nipsey.
Who picked Nipsey?
You picked Nipsey.
I did.
Yeah, you picked Nipsey.
How you gonna say who picked it when you picked it?
Right, you just drinking too much, man. What the hell you doing?
This nigga need a helmet to think.
You over there giggling and laughing, and you got Nipsey. Like, how you gonna pick Nipsey? How you gonna pick Nipsey over Kendrick?
So your audience is laughing.
Wait a minute. I picked Nipsey.
Yeah.
Man, Marlon, not only did you pick Nipsey, you named all his neighborhoods. Like,
Crenshaw.
Wait a minute.
Crenshaw Mall.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I got
Alpinas.
I got Biggie, Snoop, Eminem, and Nipsey.
That's what you think, man.
What's up with this nigga, man?
Man, somebody sent somebody to his house to check on his food.
Hey, baby girl.
You need to do a welfare check.
Baby girl, if you in the studio right now, can you unloosen a couple of buttons from this nigga collar?
Man, you name every street in 60 hood, motherfucker. Grab a seat.
Oh,
chest.
shit. You know, I mean, seriously.
All of it.
Yeah, fuck
Slauson?
it. Yeah, fuck it. Slauson,
4,
Manchester,
5.
that's where I'm from.
Everything.
Fuck it. Nipsey, that's what I got. Fuck it. I roll with that. I can, yeah.
What you mean? You gonna roll with it because that's what you said.
Who picked Nipsey?
You did, nigga.
I didn't know that shit. I mean, for real.
Somebody get this nigga a helmet. Get this nigga a helmet.
Hey, look. Because I didn't even know that I fucking picked that. I mean, seriously.
Bro, you picked it, bro.
Yeah, you picked it.
Fuck it.
And I love
Shout out to
Nipsey.
the listeners. Listeners, if you're hearing this, this is why we do it.
I'm gonna tell you something. I love Nip to death, but you know what I'm saying? Lyrically, you know, I was still pick Kendrick Lamar.
Hey.
Okay.
But you didn't pick him.
Okay, so look. So
He was like,
you picked Fabulous over Nip.
Only reason I said that is because only reason I put Kendrick and Nipsey like against each other is because of the same amount of longevity.
Wait.
Fabulous has a lot more longevity than Kendrick.
Oh, wait, did you pick
Fabulous has matching clothes? And
did you pick Fabulous though? Who picked Fabulous?
We going off of longevity.
No, fuck that.
No, you're going off of longevity.
Who picked
that's
Fabulous?
what I'm going off. I picked Fabulous.
Oh, goddamn. All right. Just throw it in the bag. All right.
Fabulous could have been a number one pick.
Time out. If you're judging Fab by throw it in the bag, you're missing a lot.
Just throw it in the bag.
You're missing a whole lot, bro.
Yeah, because we're not talking about this radio bullshit. We're not talking about none of that commercial.
You missed a lot of
about real.
Wait a minute. I picked Nipsey.
Oh my God, Marlon!
Baby girl,
what the hell, bro?
Put this nigga a helmet, please get it.
How much of that Viagra you taking?
I don't know.
That boy over there rubbing feet.
Pad, put on this nigga forehead. I don't know. Get this nigga a helmet.
Maxi pads to absorb sweat.
Yeah, all that.
Boy over there,
you sweat and backhand sweat.
Hey man, you shaving too close, man. You just skimmed off some of your brain.
Yeah, he's down to the epidermis, not the dermis.
Hey, put the glasses on the frontal lobe. Put the glasses on the frontal lobe.
All right.
You gotta live with that.
All right. Okay, so look. So we got No Shame with Redman, Scarface, Ghostface Killer, and Black Thought.
Oh, bodies, man.
Bodies.
Okay, all right.
Body bag.
No, and then we got Parks with Tupac, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and T.I.
And who was my fourth?
T.I.
Man, please.
Okay. So then you got me with Biggie, Snoop, Eminem, and Nipsey.
Biggie had 2 albums.
All right. Okay. All right. And then you got Ahmad the God with Nas, Andre 3000, E40, and who was the last person?
Fab.
Come on, man. What?
You act like that. I like to choose from.
What's that discrimination when
you act like you're a third world country picker?
Yeah, you better put some respect on that boy's name.
No,
everybody got named been reigning for 20 years or more.
Fuck that.
I'm not gonna.
All my dudes got 20 years in. All my dudes got 20 years in.
Fabulous.
Listen, Fabulous is a real nigga. When
Marlon, you haven't heard the
came in
mixtape.
there talking that funny shit. Fabulous wasn't having it, homie. He wasn't having that shit.
Marlon, what's the last album you remember Fab dropping?
That nigga real.
Look, Fabulous was,
Number tapes
was real when he was not chilling with P. Diddy and his fucking.
Man, you know how long ago that was? You know how long ago that was? You way the hell off. He done dropped so much shit since then.
Man, what's up with this nigga, man?
Man, Marlon ain't on. Man, he don't know.
Man, this nigga Fabulous, man, was sitting on P. Diddy, man.
He talking about. He think his last album was thrown in the bag. If that's the case, you're done.
Thrown in the Bag was his last album with him and
No, it wasn't. No, it was not.
Yeah, that was his last album.
Shit.
Yeah,
No, it's
that
not.
shit.
He's constantly dropping
What about Cameron and Jim Jones and
You
all that
crazy as
bullshit?
hell. You think I'm gonna put them over Fab?
Yeah,
Exactly.
fuck that bullshit.
Because
fuck
listen, man,
that.
this is why Fabulous. Because I gotta back Ahmad on this. This is the thing is why I have to back him on this because people are sleeping. There's people who are sleeping.
Marlon, thinking that's his last album and shit.
You're just trying to put him in.
Halim, but what do you think?
You're just trying to put him.
What do you think?
Into what
Fabulous?
what he's been successful as his popular.
Do you
records,
like Fabulous?
And it being more female centered.
All right, Marlon, name someone who has not been named that's better than Fab.
No, Halima.
Ross.
You're here.
Hell no.
At the
Halima,
Leo
put
Pope
a
Studios.
motherfucking helmet on this.
Give me
fool,
your
please.
your top five.
Kendrick.
No, absolutely
Give me
not.
your top five.
Ain't been around long enough.
Make this nigga a sandwich and put a helmet on it.
Give me your
'cause
top
he
five.
tripping. Please.
Anybody.
Who?
Turkey sound.
Huh?
I got Halima here at the Leo Pope Studios. She's going to give me her top five.
Okay.
Top four, because we only got to pick four.
I'm sorry, top four.
Yeah.
No specific order.
No order.
No order. I'll go with Eminem.
No, get close to the mic. You sound distant.
Okay. Come to the mic.
Maybe she don't want to be on the mic. Young Parks. Nah,
Marlon,
I
turn
think
it
you
down.
like that, big dog.
There she go.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Hey, what is that? Is
Boy
that a
hunt.
pink shirt, salmon shirt? Yeah, girl, do it.
Eminem. Oh, is it recording right here?
It's recording. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, we recording you, girl.
You in Vegas at 188 degrees with a long sleeve black shirt on.
That's not long sleeve.
That's more
Come on, Marlon.
than
All right,
What, he got a shirt with the sleeves of some kulaks?
I'll go with Eminem, Andre 3000. I'll throw Lil Wayne in there,
Okay.
and then lyrically, I'm gonna go with Nas.
Oh.
She know her shit. She knows her shit.
Yeah.
She knows her shit.
Hey, Helena. Hey, tell Marlon to loosen up 2 buttons from his motherfucking neck because he.
Marlon, why you got that damn ski jacket on?
He got the Sears black button up that he had back when he was working there. With the cuffed sleeves.
MB mouth is off.
Looking like Erwin R. Shyster on the mic.
That's so funny. That's exactly how he looks right now. With his sleeves are cuffed in. He probably should unbutton the top one more button. That's real.
At least 2 buttons. At least.
Looking like Mr. Hughes out here.
Big cat. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. So that's exactly. All right. I can respect that.
Well, why don't you get close to the mic so we can respect it more?
I like that. I like that a lot. That's ooh.
And she knows what she's talking about too.
She does know what she's talking about.
Yeah, man. And she got a list where she could body her list. Why don't you put her list in there to body our bodies?
Because she picked people that we picked, so she's got to pick people. She can get through customs with Lil Wayne. And anybody else that we didn't pick.
Lil Wayne was not picked. And she did say Lil Wayne.
But we need him in it, though. He should have been. So we need him in it. I think.
Well, we got Redman and Ghostface.
I didn't. Yeah.
Redman and Ghostface. Redman.
Listen, dude. Hey, man. Hey.
The first overall pick? No shame? Dude. Come on, dog.
Come on, man. You making me look bad. I might have to do something.
We got Noir Contemplate.
So they know that I'm legit. Like
we got Scarface
decision. I might have to.
Scarface would have been on mine.
Put some lumps on you, homie. You don't want that.
Hey
beef,
man, Parks got most of mine.
Yeah.
Well, you know, what can I say?
Yeah, I mean, it fell to him. That's what I'm saying.
James Evans Jr. of this selection.
How you gonna have Tupac, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and T.I.? All right,
Because everybody's always going to pick those individuals, man. I'm not
seriously.
trying to pick them. They get mentioned all the time, man. I'm tired.
I blame No Shame for my greatness.
I'm not gonna mention those individuals because
I'm last. You gotta forget I'm last, my guy.
It's dope. Listen, Jay-Z is cool. Like I did that Reasonable Doubt.
You could have picked
hard.
Reasonable Doubt was awesome. Yeah, I do like the Can I the Hustle.
Other than that, I wasn't feeling it. It was just like repeat.
Yeah, no,
I
feel you.
What I'm saying?
I feel you.
And like I'm not shitting on Jay-Z. Jay-Z is cool, but he's not that hard. I'm saying Redman is harder than Jay-Z. That's what the fuck I'm saying.
All right.
Lyrically.
So what we're gonna do?
Lyrically, man. We bodying. Man.
So what we're gonna do is
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As the next episode, we're going to discuss these brackets, and we're all going to vote whoever bracket it is. So if it's No Shame's bracket, he cannot. He has no input. It's all about Ahmad the God, M Parks, and MMB. We're going to decide who wins, and so on.
Can I make an
forth.
announcement? I need to make an announcement. I hate to interrupt interrupt all things. I have a name change to announce.
Okay.
I am no longer M Parks. I am just Parks. Like Snoop Doggy Dogg went to No Limit and became Snoop Dogg. I am now Parks. Parx.
Parks.
It is Parks. Okay.
What's going on? What's the motive behind this?
I was feeling the M Parks.
Do you want to be a different person on here?
No, we're just going to abbreviate our abbreviation.
So
we're trying to break it down to the very last compound. See how that sound a little unrational.
So it's just
the least common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Ahmad the God, we got MMB, we got No Shame, and we got Parks.
And don't forget about Helena, because I think to be honest, your guess.
Well, she's the audience vote.
Yeah,
I think we should make that exception.
She's doing her thing tonight. Yeah, no. She made a presence.
I think we should add that in there just for a little complexity. Know what? She picked the same ones that other people did.
She did.
Never mind.
She did.
I'm sorry. This is
Helena,
why I shouldn't speak much.
Go ahead. What do you think? Where's the paper? Oh, it's right here.
And I noticed those buttons are still buttoned up to your motherfucking neck. So
of course it's buttoned up to my motherfucking neck. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's why you.
That's what I do.
Tripping.
That's why that boy trying to say I'm privileged to have.
That's why MMB 72 vocab box. You know how I do it. You know how I
makes maximum buttons.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I paid for the buttons. I'm gonna use them, motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Exactly.
Go ahead, use them all. Button them up to your nipples. I don't give a fuck.
Love beyond.
I mean, seriously. I mean, my whole thing was, when we talked about. I know we jumped back and forth and all that stuff, and this is one of my this has been one of my favorite shows because we've gone over a lot of different topics, but I have brothers on both sides of the Jewish and the Palestinian thing. I understand and I respect both sides. Yeah, whatever you want to think about it, it is what it is. But we as a people need to figure out and understand that, like No Shame and Parks, as I said, we need to really understand that we are human beings first.
Go ahead, Bishop Tutu Jakes.
And you know,
There you go.
We are human beings first, and we need to deal with that because the administration at hand right now, where we are, wants us to be divided. And you know, my whole thing is, you let two people. If you're looking from afar, two people arguing about something, you can't tell who the idiot is. But when you let the idiot do his thing and all over the country, like a certain president right now that we have, in what's his name, Donald Trump, do his thing, and I don't want this to be super political, but seriously, the dude fucked up. We need to make sure we correct that, because
what you're saying is that in this world, just like what we're doing, we need more than two options. Because if it was just left up to two of us, the other two's options wouldn't be the greatest. Now, right now, I would venture to say that the world coming up into 2021 for this election is trying to figure out who they want between No Shame and Ahmad the God's picks.
Wait a minute. So
yeah,
Halima wrote her picks. Wait.
We're trying to figure out who want Red Man or E40.
Wait. Halima wrote her picks down. Okay, this is what she wrote down: Lil Wayne, Kanye West, Rick Ross, and Rakim.
Hey, that's reputable. That's reputable right there.
Hey, throw
that's
that
the
in the
squad.
bracket. That's adequate. Dude,
that's not adequate. Lil Wayne, fucking Rick Ross. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know about the Rick Ross.
I'll let her get it through
I don't
custom.
know about the Ross. But
I'm not voting
Rakim
for it, but it's right.
Wayne, homie, you bodying people. Because Rakim,
Lil Wayne, yes. Lil Wayne and Rakim. Yes.
We talking about Rakim using rhymes he was rhyming without swearing a long time ago. And
Kanye switched parties. He went from Democrat to Republican. So it's hard for us to be on board with him when we know who he was, where he is now.
Hey, fuck Kanye West.
To hold him accountable.
I'm going to tell you something. Fuck Kanye West right now. I don't give a fuck what platform.
Marlon, you cannot say that, Marlon. We just talked about division. We just talked about dividing each other. You can't just say fuck Kanye West. We can't do that.
Listen,
we can't. You can't. That's cancel culture shit.
A lot of people got to understand. Right. Like, listen, Kanye.
All right.
Kanye is trying to. I give him this. He's legitimately, spiritually trying to get his spirituality together because he understands that whatever demons he's battling, he needs God to intervene.
I think
he's in the midst of it.
I think he needs to get away from Kim.
Don't.
Marlon doesn't. He wants two Kardashians 6 feet apart.
Oh my God!
Listen, you can't be with a woman that
spread.
Can't be with a woman who's not going to respect God. She's going to respect the money before God, and that's the choice he need to make.
He always said he wanted to marry a porn star, but
But he got what he wanted. God gave him what he wanted, but this is the transition he needs. Now, everybody gonna be shitting on Kanye.
Porn star be all good, and porn star's all good until your ass turn the lights on and get the business going. And he like, this bitch dumb as shit. Then he like, this bitch dumb as fuck.
Look, I have seen. I was at Trader Joe's, and I have seen a porn star at Trader Joe's.
Well, not all porn stars are like that, but he got one that has a reputation for ruining. Like everybody in her family got reputations for like what they've done.
And it's not they don't ruin it. They don't follow the politics of God, man. listen, if you don't follow the politics of God, eventually his wrath will fall on you. And then everything you touch, that wrath would extend over unless you get connected to the right person.
I don't know
That's
exactly
all it
what they
is.
follow. How do you know what they follow?
I don't.
They are Armenian. I think their
Oh, okay.
nationality is.
And that don't mean nothing because our people believe in God. That's all fine and dandy. But I'm talking about spirituality, man. Their acts are towards money. That's their God. And I'm not hating on them, and nor am I condemning them because I sin all the time too. And I didn't say like
It's important to
motherfucker.
say that you believe that that's the Kardashian God, not the Armenian God.
Correct. Well, whatever they trying to pursue.
Yeah, that's very important.
The money is important for them, for their longevity, and I'm not hating on that. And what I'm saying, I'm not hating on the Kardashians. I'm not hating on their movements. But
we're not hating on the Kardashians.
And actually
Because Marlon got love for them 2 at a time.
You know what?
Okay,
I say get away from Kim. Fuck it.
I'll take that back.
Courtney,
I'll take it back because I was wrong about saying that about people's spirituality because I don't know about that, and so I am wrong to say that because I may not know their spiritual ties to God.
Why do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't go to the wedding?
Are they pillars of society to say what we shouldn't do?
I'm just asking a simple question.
To be honest,
that's kind of why him and Jay-Z fell out.
I didn't think he wanted to go to the wedding because he didn't feel like it needed to be a place. He knew what kind of woman she was, and maybe he felt like it wasn't
his woman to Kanye's woman.
Huh?
It's different.
Jay-Z's comparing his woman to Kanye's woman, a woman with talent to a certain extent.
Jay-Z always said that at that time. Him and Beyonce wasn't getting along. I don't know if that was around the elevator incident or whatever. But he said,
"Was Solange?"
Yeah, I don't know if it was around that time, but Jay-Z saying that he didn't go to the wedding because at that time, him and Beyonce were at odds with one another.
And then that makes sense. Why I want to go to a function when like my wife is shitting on me and I'm shitting on her? Like it's not going to be a pleasant sight because everybody's going to feel the shitstorm. Everybody's going to feel the shitstorm.
Kanye wasn't feeling that excuse, and then went in on Beyonce about some things that she had to say, and him and Beyonce got into it, and then him and Jay obviously got into it, and
For me, Ahmad, man, okay, man, if you don't want to fucking show up to my wedding, that's cool, man. I'm not gonna fucking. I mean, like Marlon and them. Listen, like NB and my boy Warrior Ox, they showed up to my wedding, and they didn't have to. It was on the cruise and shit, but they went out their way, man. And I appreciate it.
Shout out to the Warrior. Shout out to Warrior. Lucius McDuff.
Right,
he's doing this thing.
He was like, "Yo, homie," he was like, "I'm showing up," and I wasn't trying to put that pressure on him because I know how busy he is and I understand it. But when you're dealing with friends, man, some people they want friends, but they don't understand what it is to be a friend, man. A friend is you like when you have a friend, man. It's like it's a relationship, man. Literally, like you love that person because it's something you see in yourself that they have in them.
It don't mean the same thing to everybody.
Yeah, it's so much bigger things you see, and you like, yo, maybe I could make it manifest or this and that. But it's like these things click. But it's always this building thing, man. It's never this barrel thing where I'm pulling you down. It's like I want to see you grow. That's what friendship is, no matter what it is. And even me and Marlon tell you, like we didn't bump heads a few times. Like nigga, fuck you too. Like nigga, get out my face. Like, but that's people be tripping off of that shit. It's so minute. Yeah, we had one time. it was the time. First of all, it was the time his mom just banged on me. His mom banged on me. Me and Warrior, because we had dreads, right? And she banged on us hard. She was like, "That shit look ugly. Y'all niggas is this and this." And then me and MB, whatever the situation was, I think somebody had referenced something or what it was. There was one time and there was a second time of confusion, but the one time that we had, I don't know what it was, but we had a misunderstanding. And I was like, nigga, like, fuck you. He was like, nigga, fuck you. Kind of thing. And then the next day we was like, man, what happened, man? Like, and then we talked about it and we knew we was tripping. We was fucking tripping. But see, that's what it is, man. These motherfuckers in these towers and making all these millions, they forget about the simplistic thing. Talk to a motherfucker. Fuck a video email and all that shit. Come to my house and come nigga, have a beer with me, nigga. If this is the end of our relationship, fucking come have a last beer with me.
Right.
Or, nigga, we gonna duke it out in the back, nigga. This is the end. See, people aren't being fucking real. They're not being real to themselves.
And people being unforgiving. As if they don't make mistakes and shit.
Listen, if you're human, if you don't forgive, if you don't have forgiveness in your heart, then you're not close to God, you're not human. Get the fuck out my face. If you're not willing to forgive, because that's what forgiveness is.
Oh yeah.
You gotta forgive to be human. If not, then you ain't shit to me.
Walk around with all that hate in your heart for nothing.
Yeah. And it's spoiling everybody because it rottens everything. And I know it is something that is one of those things is that we all struggle with. I struggle with. I'm not saying like, hey, nigga, in my house, nigga, everybody's happy to and fro. You know what? I'm grumpy as shit. I don't know Shane. I'm that nigga with that bullshit that niggas don't want to hear. And I fuck shit up a lot of times. But I have to recognize that and pump my brakes, and niggas have to get on my head like you about to fuck up the flow. You see what I'm saying? But you gotta have people in your life that gotta pull your coattail like that, man. That's what I'm saying, man. If you're gonna fucking roll with somebody, roll with somebody. If you're gonna have these relationships, man, be real with it. If you're going to be with God, be with God. If you're going to be with this woman, be with this woman. If you're going to be with this man, be with this man. Don't be bullshitting. If you're going to be my homie, nigga, then ride for me. Don't
ride or die, baby.
Yeah, and this is why I fuck with Martin to this day. Because, like, when we went to high school, like, the second week, man, I got jumped. I got my ass beat. Niggas, like, my homies was laughing at me because I got my ass beat by 8 motherfuckers, and they watched me get my ass beat and didn't hurt me.
Hell no,
my motherfucking homies. And Marlon was there, and he was like, nigga, you got jumped? And I was like, yeah, this nigga was there. This nigga laughing at me. But he was that nigga was like, nigga, he was like, where they at? He was mad that it happened, that nobody helped.
Yeah,
he wouldn't have let it go down. But see, that's the point. People are hanging with motherfuckers that don't have the heart to love you for who you are. And you call them your friends and they not. Fuck those niggas, man. Fuck them.
Yeah. There it is, y'all.
That's what it is. If they ain't feeling your shit, then fuck them, man. Because they ain't with you. Then people need to start messing with people that are serious. When we get to that, we could fix a lot of things and complications that we're having. We just dealing with unrealistic motherfuckers, and the people that are real, those are the people that we're pushing so far away from us that when it comes down to like needing help, they're like, "Yo, man, that connection is no longer connected because we don't have a relationship." You feel me?
And I mean, that's
I'm sorry to go off on that tangent, man.
No. I understand, and I can respect it. It's just that we need to focus as a people and really make sure that we take care of what's important. And
Exactly.
you know, it really is tough because when you have different sides and different, you know, like I said, I have people on. Damn. God.
A lot of grunting going on over there. What's going on, man? Shit.
What was that? What is that shit?
This nigga fried chicken. God.
I mean, somebody.
Is that Parks?
Man, I don't know who it is. we
Parks.
today. We wild.
Parks fell asleep.
Park's been mute the whole time.
I don't know what the
I ain't
fuck
said nothing.
that
I
is.
was listening to all soliloquies and everything.
Hey,
I heard
hey.
somebody sounding like they was cooking goldfish in a cast iron skillet over there. That wasn't me at all.
Hey, listen, because this is the gem I'm about to drop on you. Because when NMB was like, "Yo, man, you didn't even mute the thing," I was like, "Oh man, I thought I muted it," and he was like, "No, you didn't," and I was like, "Oh snap!" And so, if you ain't pressing this mute button on this motherfucking podcast,
It's
homie,
got a little bell down there, baby boy. I know what it is. My left thumb is on it, on the M for my name.
Well, hey man, hey whoever it is, hey man, get your breaths in. That's all I have to say.
Look,
it's all good. We loved it.
we have had an amazing time. Seriously, like it's just one of those things where you take a deep breath and you just let everything out, and that's what this podcast is about.
Exactly. Get it right, bro. Yeah, all day.
And we've made our picks, and I'm going to. I still can't believe that Redman
Ghostface
get
was
off
the number one pick in this bracket, but I'm not hating at all because I respect.
are.
No,
There's no respect. There's no respect for my boy Reggie Noble.
I respect it because No Shame, you know, No Shame is he knows what he's doing, and No Shame is my brother, and he's the father of my godchild, and I'm not, you know, look, that's what it is. This is an interesting bracket, and that's what I was expecting because we all had different thoughts. You know, Ahmad the God.
No. He got a murdering squad. The guy does.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end it this way. I'm gonna end it how it is. No Shame had picked Redman, Scarface, Ghostface Killer, and Black Thought.
Okay. Come on, man.
Okay.
You're killing me, dog.
All right. And Parks picked Tupac, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and T.I. All right. Okay. Cool. I picked Biggie, Snoop, Eminem, and Nipsey. All right. Cool. And Ahmad the God has Nas, Andre 3000, E40, and Fabulous. Why are you laughing?
Hey, man. I don't know what's going on here, brother. But these niggas is hating, man. This shit is
the
crazy.
first to the fourth.
Let me tell you something, cuz it's okay.
Bro, everybody can talk smack about everybody's list, bro. It's all a matter of opinion.
Simple.
It's all a matter of opinion. What you've been through. Nobody's knocking your list. You roll with.
Nobody's knocking my list. I know. But go ahead.
Look at this fool NMB. This fool all stretched out with his head all leaned over to his.
I mean, it's all
records.
All right. So what's the closing remarks?
Mouth all open, breathing God's air. Man, get your closing
Yeah, closing remarks. Closing remarks.
Okay. All right. So look, we're going to go into this in deeper, and we got my guest here tonight with Alima, with Lil Wayne, Kanye West, Rick Ross, and Rakim. Rakim is probably one of the best picks of all of them.
Oh no! It's that's what I strayed away from the best of the best.
Damn, man, I should have stuck on my first mind and said Rakim like I was thinking about.
But you said he 40?
I'm always gonna stick by E40, bro. Like his career speaks for itself.
But at the same time, people got to understand, like
he been around a lot longer than a lot of cats.
Well,
I wasn't.
You picked Fabulous over Rakim. Go ahead.
But at the same time, people
let me know how that goes for you.
Well, Fabulous had a longer career
than Rakim.
Yeah. Yes.
No, he didn't.
Substantial.
Okay.
What do you mean? No, he didn't. How many albums did Rakim drop?
Outro. Chris Groove. Outro. Let's go.
Throw it in the bag. That was it.
No, that was not it, bro. That was not it. You're missing like 7 albums. What do you mean that's it?
But
you can miss something that ain't there.
Breathe. Throw it in the bag.
Marlon, you are no. You're talking about mainstream shit he did way back in the day. He got a whole nother. He got an independent career of albums. You might not haven't even heard these albums
because
it's a lot of albums.
Heard on the
okay.
East.
All right, you're right.
But the thing is,
you're right. People
gotta understand is we talking about if we're talking about the way I'm seeing it, we're talking about our squad showing up to like a random like house or to an open mic, like spitting bars and someone's getting body. Yeah,
a cipher.
The cipher is open.
Yeah. Like, if you want to talk about ciphers, the list might start changing.
But see, that's the way that I've approached it, as though that they were battling, like they head to head. They're on a cipher. I'm speaking cipher. I'm talking about people who gonna perform without record.
That's why
you feel me?
That's why I see with that. Now I see why you said Redman.
Of course, he go that. He's one of the only niggas that I've seen in like lately. He's gonna perform regardless. I mean, Method Man does it. Like some of these cats does it. But I'm putting.
He has to perform because he's not getting any residual money. He's got to be there every day because this is the difference between life or death for him.
Yeah,
he's not living off royalty money.
That's his income.
He's trying to live off tour money because he doesn't have the other attributes that would
it's a lot of artists
be
like
able
that.
to sit down and chill.
Man, if you know Redman don't give a fuck about that shit. He gonna do what he gotta do. He ain't never care about the money. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying he ain't never loved the money. Of course, when the money coming in, you gonna love it. But he ain't tripping off that. He gonna be who he gonna be from day one. That's why he ain't got no big old mansions and nothing like that.
I mean, he's the funk doctor. He's got an MD in funk.
He's the funk doctor. But he got flow, man. And people don't recognize. Listen, when people hear him out on the stuff that are put out on those record labels is different from what he. If you got on the mic, you be like, yo, man,
same as Fabulous. Like, it's the same as Fabulous.
And that's the other thing. People thinking that they gonna go in and body Fabulous, nigga. Fabulous is so. Listen, Fabulous. This is how hard Fabulous is. Fabulous is so hard. He's harder than Papoose, because Papoose was doing the like he got stupid flows. Like Fabulous is harder than that. That's how hard Fabulous is. This is the reason why this nigga got a record deal in the first place, because he's hard. The shit that they spit on wax is different from their hardness, because that's being controlled by a record label, man.
I noticed not one time did any one of us say anything about J. Cole.
No. I didn't put J. Cole in it because he
over Kendrick. Hush.
Actually, nobody even picked Kendrick.
Nobody picked Kendrick. J. Cole.
The thing is,
picking J. Cole is like picking Chingy. Again,
No.
nobody.
And who?
Chingy.
is nice.
J. Cole.
You
and
pick
Lil-
J. Cole over you pick Kendrick.
I
You
would
might as
never.
well pick Nelly.
I would never put J. Cole, Nelly, and who'd you say?
Chinky.
Chingy in the same sentence. Absolutely not.
It's just a bad pick when you have Kendricks, Jeezys, Ross, other folks like that.
I would not look at Jeezy and Ross at all.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Because when I think of Jeezy and Ross, I just think of beats. I don't think of really nothing else. They got cool hooks. Ross could tell a story, put some shit together, but I think when I was thinking of him, the first thing that kind of mind is beats.
So bad beats and lyrics trumps great beats and decent lyrics.
I agree. That's why I picked who I picked. That's why I didn't pick Jeezy and Ross.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not.
I
mad
wasn't
at
saying that
Fabulous.
for you to agree. That was a question.
For me, yeah, I'm always going to go with lyrics before beats when we talking about a rapper, because a rapper don't make the beats.
Exactly.
That's why you pick
A lot of these rappers don't even write their lyrics.
That's why you pick Nas.
All right. All right.
Don't give me no Bammer beats.
Yeah, Nas. When you
Don't
think
play
of
that
Nas,
stuff in the cars on the streets.
when you think of Nas, you don't think of beats.
Yeah, you think a person
Why
writes
not?
their own shit.
This is
Right.
probably be
And everybody on my list, right?
I don't go off beats. Beats is a producer. That's a producer discussion.
this is going to be the most.
Yeah, that beat selection is nice.
I think the most.
So your rappers are deaf.
Some of them.
fresh.
This beat. I mean, this episode of Always Into Something podcast is going to be the most. I think
Yeah, Marlon got drunk and forgot who he picked.
Yeah.
I got drunk as fuck.
I got Nipsey. Who?
Yeah.
Something.
He done named 25 streets on Crenshaw and said who?
Marathon continues.
I'm on the God. Check this out. This nigga.
You
Martin
better not sign
finally
out with the
loosened up,
marathon continues.
He just finally unloosened a button from his motherfucking neck collar. Thanks, Alima. You have been to gym today on Tuesday at 10:02 p.m. Thank you.
Going up on a Tuesday, baby.
Thank you.
It's Wednesday.
Get
It
at
took to the next day for
It's Wednesday in it's Wednesday in Detroit.
It took for the next day for her to get him through customs.
for real.
Hey. Oh my God, it only took a day, huh? Boy, oh boy, y'all gonna be there all week.
All right. Well, thank you guys. It was fun having me.
Oh, okay.
All right. Join us again. Bring some
Thank you
friends.
for having me too.
Yeah, come back. We might shoot something tomorrow, so come on back tomorrow.
and Martin going to be in just a regular V-neck t-shirt.
Marlon
no
gonna
buttons.
Marlon gonna have to show up with his
Feet out.
his sobriety. The sobriety test.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah,
Got to blow into it.
I'm fucked up right now.
All hetero. All hetero.
Whatever. I look. My squad is awesome. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Yeah. And one of the members on the squad you forgot you picked too. Tight shirt wearing ass nigga.
I ain't gonna put Biggie over Snoop.
No, I didn't. No, it's Biggie, Snoop.
I know.
Eminem,
That's what I said.
And Noop. You picked Biggie over Snoop? Oh. Yeah, fuck all y'all. Whatever.
You look so good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for losing that button.
Yeah, M Parks threw Biggie out the window when he heard that lyric.
For real.
Look, we doing our thing.
I'm just glad circulation is finally back into Martin's neck and into his entire body.
Oh my God!
Thank you.
Don't let it go to your head, Paul.
And now he want to pick another top four after he unloosened that button.
I'm good. Look, we're good. This is the Always Into Something podcast on the 72 Entertainment Group Podcast Network on YouTube. We're doing our thing. And, of course, yeah, people are going to hate because I picked Biggie, Snoop, and Nipsey. Haters. It's all good, though. It's all good. We'll get it. We'll get it together, and I mean, right now where we are, I think this is good because somebody picked Redman first out of
Hey, look. Allow me to sign off.
We ain't never
My top
in this
four. I'm signing off. My top four is the equivalent of The Undertaker. So to all our listeners out there in listener land, like this, share this, and I'm going to walk the top rope, and I'm hitting you with the tombstone. Undertaker, baby.
Hey man, no shame about to get up out of here. I'm sipping on this Dogfish Head, man. IPA, baby, 90 minutes. Boom, hoppity hop. I'm out of here. The Last Disciple, gone.
Yo, Ahmad the God. Yo, man, y'all still listening? We appreciate y'all. Y'all real fans. You know, we know the show kind of like, you know, took a couple of loops and left turns and underground and gutter balls and came back and hit a strike, hopefully. Anyway, yo, y'all be good out there. You know, hey, always glorify the God in y'all in yourself. Be good out there in the streets. One love. See y'all in the next one.
Look, this is MMB. I got the Kentucky bourbon straight whiskey, and we're doing our thing in the Leo Pope Studios, and we're having fun and we're enjoying ourselves, and that's what it's about. Have fun, enjoy, and just take yourself to not take yourself so important. Be relaxed and don't take yourself so seriously. Oxygen, stand up, and we are out.
No marathon continues.
The marathon continues as always.
Whether you remember it or not.
I am drunk as fuck. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm fucking faded as fuck.
Get your teeth off the camera, motherfucker.
Let me tell you something, cuz it's ridiculous.
I gotta use his eyes to see your godson. Close your mouth.
You know.
Yeah, I got
Oxman, stand up.
I hit you with that.
We are done. This is, oh my God. Oh shit. This is it.